I am here. And still technically setting up because I'm professional. Ha ha ha. I still don't know what's going on there. I think I need to log into my OBS's YouTube thingy. I got no clue. I'll fix that later. This is unimportant. Also, apparently I'm streaming at 60 FPS, which is not intentional, but fuck it. If it works, it works. I'll see if it breaks. And if something breaks, you guys will let me know. Do let me know if the stream starts going a little bit choppy. Usually whenever I stream in 60 FPS, that's a thing that happens. So if it works, great. If it doesn't work, well, I know what's wrong. Anyway, semifinals, baby. My opponent's already waiting for me, so I'm not going to chit-chat too long. I'm going to jump right in. Excuse me. I'm going to jump right in. We're going to get everything set up. And then we'll see how this game goes. Apparently, I might be playing against Migo, which for my deck, I got no clue. I think I can handle it, but we'll see. If I play smart, I should be fine. I'm also going off of a little bit tired. We got this. Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
That's a loaded question.
I got you. Here, give me 1 second to set up my camera.
Same. I'm still setting everything up on my end. This one. Oh
Yeah,
god.
don't worry, take your time. If you needed to reschedule at all, you could have just let me know.
Schedules always get changed, so the more I stick to it, the better it is.
Okay, so. Should be good.
Okay, that fixed it. Don't know why, but sure. And then we need to do this. Okay. Did I might have changed something. Whoops. Sloop. Sloop. One moment, I'm doing YouTube things.
All good. Take your time. I'm gonna make sure the camera isn't live on us. Make sure it's switching to 80.
That should work, right?
I can see your give me 1 second.
Ta-da! There we go. Alright. Everything is set up on my end.
Switch around following.
What was that?
Give me 1 second on my end. I have to switch how I'm showing my screen.
Okay.
I had to change my phone recently. The other one is being very fidgety.
I feel that.
That's okay. I can.
Well, while we wait, I can talk to you guys. Because while I sit in silence, that's a non-streamer thing to do. Anyway. Hi, how's everybody going? Please like and subscribe to get over trigger. That's funny. opponent's still trying to figure out their camera, which is fine and dandy. I've had camera problems in the past myself. I see drop frames. Hopefully it still works. You guys let me know if I start looking choppy. I know exactly why. It's just I don't know if I'm gonna able to fix it if it does.
There we go.
Well, that worked for a second. And it stopped. Everything alright? There it is.
Yeah, sorry. It's just a new phone. I have to get used to it.
It's
I
okay.
don't get to rotate properly, so
Sometimes it's just an orientation of the phone thing.
yeah.
Nope.
Let's see. See, I've been using an Android for a while, and I got an iPhone. So now I'm getting used to all the tech issues.
Been there, done that. See, I'm using an iPhone right now as a camera.
Okay. They're doing similar things. I'm trying to see, do you get yours to rotate at all? No?
Do you have by chance a rotation lock turned on your phone?
Ah, so much crap. Yeah, I apologize. Normally I have this pretty situated. This kind of happened within the last day.
So that's completely valid.
Let's see if I can get this thing to
Aha!
Okay. Let's see, there we go. Okay. Let me put this thing on data, so I don't have to worry about the Wi-Fi hang out. And should be good. Oh my god. There's always something with this thing. Right, there we go. Alright. I apologize for how long that took.
Nah, that's fine. Technical difficulties are part of the job.
Alright, do you have dice on you?
Yes, I
Or
do.
would you like to... Alright. Would you like to do high roll, or would you want to do odds even? I'm good with whatever.
High roll's good with me. Oh god, that's the opposite way.
Alright.
Well, I got a 7. So I'm right in the middle.
I got a 9.
Oh, you get to choose.
I will go first.
Sounds good.
So, 1, 2, 3. 1 will always be closer to me, with 3 always being closer to the ride down.
Makes sense.
I'll go 2, 1, 3 on your end.
And I'll go 1, 3, 2. Oh, hi, hand. Jesus Christ, I have 4 back. Holy shit. Okay, we got plays at least.
I got 3 back here. Okay. That's pretty good.
Well, that's very Interesting game already.
All right. Vanguard. And you're ready, right?
Yep.
All right. Cool. So I'm playing my go.
I'm playing Velstra.
I'll start with discarding Soil to Ride, grab Energy, and then search for Grade 1 Order. Grab Haru. I'm gonna play the order and go back in.
Yep. I'm familiar with the deck, so
Yep.
staple plays.
So just play Sakiko, and then I'll shuffle in on my turn.
So stand and draw. We're gonna ditch Doggo to a ride. Gain 3 energy, draw a card, put Doggo into Soul.
2, 3.
3-1-2. I'm gonna pass turn.
Yep. Draw. Discard a copy of Grade 1 Order.
Mm-hmm.
Ride. Soul and draw. Oh, sorry, you charge 3. Going to call Hockey, Rana, and then I will play Grade 2 Order.
Sounds good.
So swing on attack gets +5, so this is 15.
No guard. No
Yep.
offense. Sad.
Right. Vanguard will attack. Order skill, stand my rear. This is 10.
No guard.
Yep. Drop check. Grade 2 Order.
Famous check. Kitty.
Swing 8.
5k guard.
Yep. And then swing on attack +5, so this is 20.
23.
All right. Order goes away. Grade 2 binds. That is your go.
Stand and draw. Of course, it was the next card, but oh well. Gain 3 energy. We'll ditch to ride. On ride skill, Soul Blast 1. Search.
Yep.
We're gonna grab another dog at the hand. Gun back. So this will go to hand. And we'll play order for turn. Draw a card, Soul Charger card. And call Grade 2.
Yep.
We're gonna go 10 to rear guard.
Sure.
And then attack the Vanguard skill. Energy Blast 3, operate this, so draw a card. Her skill, Soul Blast 2. Draw a card. So 10 to Vanguard.
No guard.
Draw a check, crit, all effects.
First, crit power. Second check.
And pass turn.
Roll. Discarding Grade 2 Order. Ride, charge 3. Grade 2 skill, check top 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Add 1 Mygo. Add Anon.
Yep.
Can I ask card dynamics?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Thank you. So 1, 2, 3.
3, 1, 2.
There. Anon, CB1. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold Taki. I'm gonna counterblast for Vanguard Steel and go back in.
Yeah, grab the order. I get it.
Grab grade 2 order.
Yep.
One, two, three.
2, 1, 3.
3. Soul Blast, Korana from Bind.
Mm-hmm.
And then Battle Phase. So swing on attack +5, so 15.
No guard. What are triggers?
Vanguard swing 13, stand my rear with order.
2 to pass.
Yeah, first check. Heal. I don't heal. Thinking. Power Anon.
Mm-hmm.
No, second check. Heal. Doesn't
At
go
least
off,
you're
but I'll
not
give
healing.
power. I will swing 28.
No guard. Heal. I do heal power.
I will bind end of battle to draw one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will swing 30. That's go up. Where's my 2? There we go.
Yeah, I'll take this one as well.
This will bind end of turn. This will disappear, and that is your go.
Stand and draw. Okay, so that's gonna happen, that's gonna happen, that's gonna happen. Cool. Ditch a fry height to ride. Gain 3 energy on ride skill. Soul Blast 1. Ditch a dog. Search. Adding maximum and a laser to hand. Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
Cool. So both of these go to hand, and then dog activates, goes to soul. Then we're gonna counterblast 1. Activate divine skill. Choose the orders out of the hand, put them into the order zone. Operate Lebet Soul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll call it Boba Main. Shuffle the rest. Meep. Meep.
One, two, three.
1, 2, 3. Laser. Gain 3 energy, draw a card. That's all my abilities right now. Then we're gonna energy blast 7, draw a card. We're gonna play an order for turn, draw a card, soul charger card. Fry height, ditch, counterblast, search. We will go searching for a persona ride. Add at the hand. That. Thinking 1 sec. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Cool. We're gonna start from here. We're gonna attack with Fire High, Soul Blast 2, Operate Maximum, retire Grade 1, and Neg 5 your Vanguard.
Okay.
So 10 to Vanguard.
I'll take this. Crit power.
Yep. We're gonna go 18 to 18.
All guard of heal.
Yep. Boatman's gonna go to Soul. I'll countercharge one. Gonna attack with Velstress Scare. Operate Maximum again. My Neg 5 your Vanguard, so you're back to normal. For 2 energy, I gain 10k. And then Counterblast 1. I'm gonna bounce Regina back to hand. Make maximum unit. So 23 to 13.
How much is maximum?
23. Oh, and Soul Blast 2. Draw a card from Regina's, because she saw an Operate.
Guard of OT, OD pass.
Alright, first check, front trigger. Second check, crit trigger, all effects to maximum. So 43 double critical.
Well, PG, discard heal.
Cool. Cards in hand.
3.
Maximum's gonna go back to Order Zone, and I pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Sonoride. Draw. He charge 3. Energy Blast 7, draw a card.
Alright.
Full Blast 1, call 2. From Bind. And on Counterblast. Look at top 5 for a MIGO unit. Call Soyo.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking on placement.
Alright.
1, 2, 3.
1, 3, 2.
Soyo here. Soyo's on place gets 5k to Vanguard.
Okay.
Ult hockey. And then play grade 3 order for money.
Sounds good.
I'll put this right here, just indicate Persona Ride, and then battle. This is 28 Vanguard.
I'll go 33.
Okay. Swing 28, skill plus 5, so this is 33.
No guard. Heal trigger, power to Vanguard, and I do heal.
Okay. Vanguard swing 28.
We will 28, 38, 48. We'll perfect guard that. Discarding above me. No. 1 sec thinking. We'll discard a 9s. So perfect guard.
Okay. First check.
Yep.
Triple trigger. I'll give all effects to Rana. Second check. Perfect guard.
Sounds good.
Skill of order. I'll discard an Anon, stand on my rears. I'll get 5k each. This is 20. This all gets 10. So this is going to be 18, 28, 38, 48 Soul Blast per Battle Door. Crit 2. 1 drive.
48 gets to 58, right?
18, 28, 38. It should just be 48.
Yeah. If you hit a trigger, it gets to 58 was my question.
Yeah, no, wait. Let me just make sure I'm doing my math right. Oh, you're right. It is 58. That's my apologies.
So is it 58 or is it not 58?
Wait. So 18 base gets 10k from its effect, so 28. Persona Ride is 38. The order gives it another 10, 48, trigger 58. I just can't count.
Okay, so it is 58. And I have to guard with 2 more from hand if I want to guard it, right?
Yes. My apologies.
How much is the other rear guard?
18, 28, 38 of... Okay, wait. 18? Yeah, this one's just 38. And this one currently does have a drive in crit 2.
Mm-hmm. Cards in hand?
4 currently.
Thinking, sorry.
Hello?
I'm still here.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I was lagging a bit.
It's
My apologies.
it's a very important decision. I got to be very careful what I do here.
Yeah, don't worry. Take your time. I was just making sure my voice did not disconnect.
Don't like those numbers. We'll go with a gamble. Well, perfect guard. And then here's one more.
So drive check.
Yep.
Drive check is Soyo. Can you see that on my screen?
Yeah,
Mine is
I can see it.
lagging behind a little bit on my end.
I can see everything just fine.
Cool. All right, I just wanted to double check. Swing 38 with Anon.
No guard. Kitty.
End of battle. Bind. I'll draw one. This will bind end of turn. This will also bind end of turn. This dice goes away. This order goes away.
Cards in
And
hand,
that
6,
is
right?
go. 6, yes.
Stand and draw. Oh, cool. So I could have gambled. Great deck. Persona Ride. Draw. Gain 3 energy. We will play an order for turn. Gain 3 energy. Draw a card. don't have much of a better situation right now than just to do this. Yeah, it's funny, but it works. All right, starting battle phase. Attack with Vanguard. Energy Blast 2. Operate the big laser. Retire your rear guard. Next 10 your Vanguard, and then take a damage, please.
Alright, I'll take that. Damage check is Persona.
So this is 33 to 3.
It is Vanguard swing.
Yep.
I roll PG, discard a crit.
Sounds good. First check is a fry height. Second check is a crit. We're going to go all effects of Elstra. So he's going to swing for 33, 41 double critical.
PG again. Wait, wrong one. Use Elementaria, discard a crit.
Okay. Bowman's going to go to Soul.
Elementary gets rid.
Attack with fire height skill. Soul Blast 2. Operate maximum. Make 5. Bounces to hand. Counter Blast 1. Make maximum a unit. So this is going to be 20 to negative 2.
Take that. Go to 5.
And then 33 to negative 2.
PG. I have 1 card in hand, so I do not have to discard.
Alright, pass a turn.
Right. Draw. Right. He charged 3. No ride. Then Vanguard skill, Soul Blast. Pull 2 from Bind Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Pull Anon and Rana. Anon skill, Counter Blast 1. Look at top 5 for a unit card. Grab Persona just to filter.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back in for Vanguard skill. And search deck and drop the order. Grabbing grade 2 order. You have 5 cards in hand or 6?
6.
So, 1, 2, 3.
1, 3, 2. Cards in hand is 2.
2.
Okay.
I'll play Soyo. Soyo's skill giving 5k to Anon.
Yep.
And then battle phase. Swing. Is that the right option to get 5k? Give me 1 second. I'm counting. I give 5k Vanguard.
Sounds good.
Swing 18 with Anon.
18.
Yep.
28 guard.
Vanguard will swing 18. Grade 2 order will stand Anon. Since you're at grade 3 or greater, I stand the column, so I stand Soyo as well.
We'll guard 33 2 to pass.
Yep, first check. Hockey, second check. Front trigger, 10k front row.
Very nice.
Swing plus 5, so this is 25.
28.
Yep. And swing 18, 28, Soul Blast. You have to guard with 2 or more from
28. 33 guard.
right. This will bind. Wrong. Bind. Bind. Then I'll end my turn there.
Stand and draw. Top deck hero, let's go. Persona Ride, gain 2 energy, draw. We're gonna play Order for turn, draw and soul charge. Other way around would have been better, but oh well. So that's a 10k to front, enough CB. Bowman usually counter charges, but this time he'll attack. Let's go. Attack. Energy Blast 2. So wait, we were at 4, go to 7, go to 5 now. Energy Blast 2, I'll play the laser, retire your grade 3. And neck 10 your Vanguard, and since you're 5 damage, you don't take a damage, so this is just 33 to 3 twin drive.
No guard.
First check. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Remove from game and draw. Second check is a heal, so I do heal. Power to the thing that didn't get 100 million, like it matters.
Yep. GG.
5 cards left in deck, by the way.
I didn't see the girl, so I was trying to find my stuff.
Yeah, with my go, it's really just if you don't see all 4 of your pieces, it kind of starts slowing down. When you Persona Road and have all 4, I was like, oh, thank God I farmed my hand as much as I could. And then when you swung, it was so hard to guard. I had a 15k and a 20k shield, and I hit a defensive. So I had 58, and you swung with 58 double crit with a drive check. So I'm like, okay, cool. I have to PG this, but all my cards are important. I don't want to ditch a Persona Ride because I want a Persona Ride. I don't want to ditch Fry High just in case. I want to keep Regina because she's a good plus engine. So I was like, fuck it, I have to make some sacrifices. So I, guarded that turn, took the attack. And then I top decked the Persona. I was like, fuck me, I guess.
Is this round best of 1 or best of 3?
It is best of 3, so we're not done yet.
Okay, because I thought I read that and I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, it is definitely best of 3. And then whoever lost gets to choose going first or second.
I'm gonna go first then.
Mm-hmm. Man, when you had 3 PGs for that turn, I was like, well, shit.
Yeah, I had a lot. I kept drawing into them, but the problem is, it meant I wasn't drawing into pieces.
Valid.
So it was a little bit of give and take.
Very valid.
I will go 1, 2, 3 on your side.
Yeah, come back here. 3, 1, 2. We'll do 2 back. Alright, deck. Cool.
I will go 4 back.
Holy shit, man.
Find some things.
The dig is real. The dig is real.
Simple cut. Right. Look up one. I will start us off. So draw. Discarding grade 3 order. Ride.
You get 2 cards out of your deck, yeah. We know the shtick.
Yep. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna play it, and then it's on to you.
Stand in and draw. We're gonna ditch a dog, ride, gain 3 energy, draw a card, put the dog into soul. And I'm gonna do the same thing pass turn. I don't want to give you free pluses this early.
So 1, 2, 3.
3, 1, 2.
Draw. I will discard Sakiko. Ride. It should be up. Energy. Soul. And Spark. Draw. Fortunately, my hand is not that great.
It's good news for me.
Call Rana, swing 10 then.
Overtrigger to pass.
Great to order.
Yep.
15.
Not great. Virgie.
Okay, mind this. Here go.
Stand and draw. Ditch another dog to ride. Put dog into soul. Soul blast the dog. Search. Gain 3 energy. Get Lubid soul. Shuffle. Rarely I open with both doggos. I'll take it. Come back. So add this to hand, and then we're going to go right ahead and play it. So draw a card, soul charge a card. Alrighty. Then we're going to play Virginia. I'm going to play this here. We're going to go 10 to Vanguard.
No guard. Crit power.
Yep. On attack, skill, Energy Blast 3, operate the order, so draw a card, and then Virginia skill, Soul Blast 2. Not those two. Those two. Draw a card. So this is going to be 18 trigger to hit.
Trigger hit, go over it.
Meep? Nope. Maximum.
Sand draw. We'll discard order. Grade 2 specifically.
Mhm.
Ride. Charge 3. Check top 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Add Anon to my hand.
Yep.
You might want to go back. Yeah.
He's going in. He's going in.
Who's got it? Grab, grade 2 order. And 1, 2, 3.
2, 1, 3.
2, 1.
I'm going to play Anon for my hand, and then Soul Blast for Rana.
Sounds good.
And battle phase, swing 15 Vanguard.
We're gonna
5 on attack.
yeah, we're gonna no guard that. Crit power to Vanguard.
My hand is 6.
Thank you for the information.
Yep. Swing 13, stand my rear. Trigger to hit.
We'll go. Oof. We'll go no guard. We're gonna risk it.
First check, Persona. Second check, Anon. Nothing.
Oh, I need to go to a casino later. Holy fucking shit.
Swing 10 at rear.
10 at rear. And dice.
Fine, and draw 1. And then I'll swing, gets +5, 20.
No guard. Maximum. Saw that coming.
So find end of turn, this can disappear, and that is your go.
Alright. Stand and draw. We will. It's not really worth it, yeah. We have everything else I'd want. Card and Soul is now that. We'll play a very interesting game. So we're gonna ditch Lubid Soul to ride, and we're gonna gain 3 energy, and we're not going to use the ride skill because there's actually no point. We're just gonna go straight into the divine skill. So counterblast 1, put laser and maximum into order zone. Operate Lubid Soul, so look at top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thinking 1 sec. That's a very interesting hand, so we're gonna have to go that route. We're gonna call a perfect guard to the front row, shuffle the rest.
I'll go 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. And then laser, gain 3 energy, draw a card. Energy blast 7, draw a card. Thinking 1 sec. Bowman here. That's too useful right now. We'll just play Freiheit, don't not activate his skill. And think about patterns of attacks. Just in case, because I'm paranoid. Alright. We are 2 energy going into battle phase. We're going to start with a 14 to Vanguard. I know insulting from a perfect guard, but it is what it is.
I'll guard 5 with Anon.
Alright, Bowman's going to go to Soul. I'm going to counter charge 1. We're going to attack with Vanguard, skill. Energy Blast 2, operate maximum. Mech 5 your Vanguard, nothing to retire. Counter Blast 1. Bounce the perfect guard back to my hand, make maximum into a unit. So this is going to be 31 to 8.
Yeah, no guard from me.
Alright, first check is going to be a front. Second check is going to be a knights.
Damage check. Hockey.
Then we're going to go on attack, Soul Blast 2. Yep. These 2. We're going to operate Liquid Soul to draw a card. So it's going to be 28 to 8.
Which is the other attack?
33. So you need a 25 shield for this and a 30 shield for this.
I will take this one. Critical trigger, power.
Cool. I will not activate Bowman. And then this is going to be 33 for a 20k shield.
I will guard rotate front for 20k.
Cool. Maximum is going to go back to Order Zone. When it does, this is going to go into Soul, and I'll draw 1 more card. And pass turn.
Draw. Persona Rad.
Mm-hmm.
Draw. Recharge 3. Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Going to E-Blast 7. Draw a card. Soul Blast. Pull back these 2. And then Anon skill, Counter Blast. In the top 5, call 1, 2, 3, 5. Call Taki. Let's call Taki over by Rana.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna Counter Blast and go back into the back. I'm gonna grab another grade 2 order. I'm not seeing my Soyuz today.
Cubus. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
It's gonna be 1, 2, 3.
2, 1, 3.
Here, let's go. Four, five, six. I'm going to call a Solon crit
Mhm.
and then battle phase. I'm gonna swing 18 skill plus 5, 23 damage.
We're gonna go no guard. Crit power.
Vanguard's gonna swing 13. Since you're on grade 3, I get to stand the
Didn't you
column.
persona ride?
And when this is, yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm kind of dumb.
Been there, done that, so you don't have to apologize to me.
So yeah, this is 23. My bad. Stand the column, and then this is gonna have a drive when it attacks again.
Okay, we're gonna go 2 to pass.
First check, Rana. Second check, crits.
Mm-hmm.
Give all effects Rana.
Sounds good.
I will go 18, 28, 38, 43, crit 2, 1 drive.
We'll perfect guard that. We're gonna.
Yep.
I just want to use it. We're gonna discard a 9s.
Right. Drop check. Grade 2 order.
Yep.
And then this is going to be 24 at the rear guard.
We'll go 20, 30.
I'm going to soul in the crits just to get power somewhere. End of turn bind draw. This will bind end of turn. My order will disappear. And that is your go.
Cards in hand.
A lot. So let me 4, 8, 12.
Cool. Stand and draw. We will persona ride, draw, and gain 3 energy. We're gonna. So 10k. We're gonna call skill. Counterblast 1. Operate Lebetzel. Look at top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get Bowman on the board. Shuffle the rest. Meep, 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 stop.
I'll go 1, 2, 3.
And then we're going to call a 9s from hand. We're going to go straight into the battle phase. We're going to attack with Vanguard, boost its skill, Energy Blast 2, operate the laser, retire your rear guard, neck down your Vanguard, please take a damage. So this is going to be 41 twin drive Vanguard.
I will perfect guard, and I will discard a grade 1 order.
Sounds good. First check is going to be a Freiheit. Second check is going to be a Lebetzel. Then we're going to attack here for 28 to 3.
What was your second check? Sorry.
In order.
Okay.
So 28 to 3.
How much is the other column?
Also 28, but you will be negging 5 when he attacks.
I'm at 8. This is 28, so I need 25 shield. Let's go. Start guard step. Hockey from my hand will bind for +10, and then guard with a crit from me.
So that puts you back to 13, and then, no, that's the same number.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Front.
Alright. I will not activate Bowman. Attack with Freiheit skill. Soul Blast 2. Operate maximum, so neck 5 you one more time. And then maximum skill, Counterblast 1. Bounce her back to hand, make him a unit, and then her skill, Soul Blast 2. Draw a card. So this is going to be 28 to -2.
Vanguard, crit, heal.
Okay. Bobian's gonna go to Soul. Gonna countercharge one. And then 33 to -2.
I'll go to 5. Damage check persona.
Maximum is gonna go in the order zone. Ice is gonna go into Soul. I'll draw another card. And it's past turn.
Draw. Cards in hands.
It is 9.
Persona ride. Draw. Place it there. Charge 3. Going to activate Vanguard skill Soul Blast. Pull 2 from bind.
Mm-hmm.
Calling Anon. I will call Taki. Activate Anon skill CB1. D5. 2, 3. 5. I will hit Soya. Correct. Soya. Give 5k. I'm gonna go back in. So
Yep.
I'm just gonna CB1 here. Grab the grade 3 order.
Sounds good.
So 1, 2, 3.
3, 1, 2.
Okay. 3, 1, 2. I will call Rana, and then I will call one more Soyo. Skill, I will give 5k over to the Rana.
Sounds good.
So battle phase, swing 28 Soul Blast for the battle door.
28 Ballador.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no guard. Perfect guard.
18, 28, 33, and then 5k more, 38.
38. $43 guard.
Vanguard will swing 28.
28. Oof. Fun. $33, $38 to the pass for 43.
First check. No trigger. Soyo, second check. Rana, no trigger.
Man, I could have saved 2 cards. Damn. Oh well.
Grade 3 orders skill. I will discard a grade 1 order.
Mm-hmm.
Stand on my rears. Columns get so all rears get 5k, so the columns just get 10.
Yep.
18, 28,
Perfect
38,
guard.
48, 1 drop.
Right.
Yep. Drop check. PG.
Yep.
And then swing 18, 28, 38 battle door. Soul Blast.
38.
Yep.
2 kitties, 4 cards from ride line back to ride line. 53.
What is... Oh yeah, you soul blasted. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. You had them moved away, so I thought they were in the.
No. I always put them to the side because of exactly that.
Alrighty. So end of turn. So end of battle. Bind draw. End of turn. Bind that. End of turn. Bind that. Great. The order goes away, and that is your go.
Stand and draw. Well, that's a fun card. In the wrong moment. Oof. Could get that to get that, but that's not gonna do me anything. Why'd you have to hit damage? 1, 2. And there's not much to do right now, other than just plop. So gain 3, lose 2. Neck 10 your Vanguard, retire your rear guard. So 23 to 3.
I will go 38-2.
First check, Eins. Second check, crit trigger. All effects of this one.
Yep.
So this one's going to be 28 to 3.
I will PG,
Mm-hmm.
discard order.
I'm going to do Bobomane. Nah, I don't need to do Bobomane. I got more no CB. Attack. Soul Blast 2. Maximum. Another neck 5. Bounce a hand. Counter Blast 1. Make him a unit. So this is only going to be 10, but you're at -2.
I will guard 20.
And then 23 to -2.
I gotta hit a heal.
Holy
That's
shit,
it.
that was clutch.
Yeah. My last cards were Rana, so. Yeah.
My next check was a crit, so I'm not healing out of that. And I still had my OT somewhere. Holy shit, the next 6 cards were crit, 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 front crit, heal. What the hell, deck? That was fun.
Yeah. I had a good time.
Honestly,
Thank you for the games.
honestly, you put me in a pickle because if I don't guard properly, I just die.
Yeah. I was trying to force some awkward guarding with the battle doors.
And you did.
On the other column.
And you did. You really did. Activating that bellow right away took away me going 1 card guard, your first attack, and taking your second attack. To where now I had to gamble for a defensive for a little bit of help, because taking 2 cards out of my hand for that attack would have been too much to then take the next one. So I was like, well, I got to do what I got to do. So you played good. You played actually really good. Like, you put me in a fucking pickle. Like, you got to understand.
I appreciate it.
I lived your turn, but I also only had 1 hand card in hand when I lived your turn.
It just came down to me not pulling triggers on that turn, which is unfortunate. You know what
Not
they say, if
seeing
card was
the
50 card,
not
things would be
seeing the
different.
5th band member that turn on your first persona right turn honestly could have changed things.
Yeah, I probably should have switched my triggers for this matchup, because I had a feeling you were gonna play Welstra. My current MyGo list is on 8 crit, 4 front, 3 heal, because I've been going aggressive for like Ava matchups all week.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah, but I probably could have swapped out for the 4th heal for a little bit more longevity.
That feels right. Yeah, against you, I know you're gonna rush me, so not giving you that first CB is my best strat, because that's just free value if you see the correct card. And then
No, that's completely right.
I know you're gonna rush me, so I gotta try to stay low damage without taking too much cards out of my hand. So my first couple of turns need to be some farm. They need to be any and all effects that can go draw. Just farm a hand, guard your turn. My laser's gonna put you high to damage, so Velstra's gonna do the rest. I think the only thing I should have done differently is the turn prior. You guarded everything. I did, and then I attacked with Fry Height, made maximum. You guarded Fry Height and stayed at 4 with 1 open CB. I should have just passed turn, not swung a maximum. That would have given you only 1 CB, so you could only do order or do the grade 2, but not both.
Yeah, that was the mistake I made on the game 1. I could have gone to 5, but I was trying to stay low for living, and I realized that I damaged the nut myself.
Exactly, and in Velshra you can leave them at 4, because the next turn you just laser them. They take a damage. Sure, they can hit a trigger, but they take a free damage.
I unfortunately have to go, just because I have to go walk my dog and do some things.
That is valid.
But
That is completely
thank you so much
valid.
for the games. It was a lot of fun.
Same.
by chance, did you record the games at all? If not, it's fine.
I did you one better. I streamed it.
All right. Could you send me the stream link then?
Yes. Once I'm finished with you, I'm gonna just
Thank
talk
you.
to the chat a little bit and then finish it off, and then I'll send you the link right away.
All right, no problem. I just like to review my matchups when I get the chance to.
Hey
Thank you
man,
so
that's how
much.
we get better.
Have a great one.
See ya.
All right, good night.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Velstra for the win. Where's Trey? Where's Trey? Is Trey in the chat? Where's Trey? I want to face him going, well, who said it is a bad matchup. I'm not gonna lie. He did really well. Like, he's just got a little bit unlucky seeing pieces and not hitting triggers at the correct times. But that was honestly a clutch game. It really came down to the wire. Every small misplay counted. So that was a good game. Like I said, he did everything right. I think I honestly believe to my core that not giving my go, especially going second, and especially in Velstra, not giving my go that first CB is very much important, because if they see that grade 2, they place it, they make a free unit, they call whatever they need from hand, they're going to bind it, they're going to draw a card, like they just start gassing. So not giving them that CB, you're saving yourself from them plussing a little bit too much, as well as just getting a free board. And then I'm going to count myself lucky seeing Bergina both games in the early game. She on rearguard is just an extra nice push. And on top of that, she can Soul Blast 2 and draw me a card. It's like farm. Because she can still be on the board in 5k intercept. But now she draws me something that's like a 15k shield or something else that I can use. So she's like a fucking double use, and I love her. So, lucky seeing her there. Everything else went right. I wish I saw more Persona rides in the second game, but I never saw the opportunity to use Freiheit really, because everything else in my hand was a little bit too important, and I already had a Persona. It's like, okay, maximum's there, most of my orders are gone. I don't really want to ditch any of these shield values, because everything's like a 15-20k shield. I don't want to Freiheit to find another Persona and have 2 deck cards in hand. I'm going to just keep this and hope for the best coming up. So I did it well. Ha, I see Trey there. Who has a bad matchup? Ha ha. Joking aside, that in all honesty, on paper, that is a bad matchup for us. So it's not a auto win for my go. It's just my go does stuff that Velstra prefer it didn't. On the other side, though, Velstra is honestly a decent bad matchup for my go, because most of the time you keep your grade 1 on the board that you can just bind from rear guard to have a 10k guard. Because of how Velstra works, usually you can just, and that's gone before you can use it. I think I did that one game. I think I saw that on board, and I had a board where I could do 4 attacks. I'm like, I could draw a card here, but that thing is going to guard. I don't want him plussing or not using cards in hand, not minusing cards in hand. So I was like, okay, Freiheit right away, pop that my neg 5 yield so I get some cool numbers and then do more shit. So I'll take it. Ooh, Winner's about to play? Okay, so, damn it. I told the man I was gonna chat and finish. I'm gonna send him the link, and hopefully he can rewind while I'm still streaming, because that should be a thing, right? That should be a thing. That should how that thing work, do what do, right? Uh-oh. Okay, ooh, God, that fire, everything was breaking. Team mates is about to play, so they should be able to review still. Oh, thank you. Cool. There we go. So that's there. I see you in there. I'm gonna jump into that table. I'm gonna jump into the table and mute myself.
38, 48, 58,
They're
63.
already playing, as you can hear. Show non-video participants. Do this. So I'm gonna try to.
It's the OT. It's the OT, right?
So I'm gonna try to set this up as fast as possible for you guys.
Do you have OT in hand?
Yeah, I have OT in hand.
Never
see,
mind,
okay.
it just finished.
Okay. Well, GG.
GG.
The fuck?
Oh. Oh my god.
The fuck happened? I just got here. I was like, oh cool. Honor's about to play. Let me show the game on stream. Comes into the game. GG's. The fuck just happened?
This was really intense. Oh my god.
It was.
Oh. Well played.
Alright, yes.
So, wait,
Oh
who
my
won?
God.
Wolfern won.
I won. It was very hard.
Yeah.
Ah, oh, I'm on the wrong fucking table. I'm an idiot. Oh, good game, guys. I need to go to the right table. Bye.
Oh, GG.
GG.
See you.
Hello. Are we all muted? I guess I'll just talk to myself. I guess everybody's just muted in this one. So, Hunter's already at the table, waiting for his opponent, apparently. We'll see how that goes. And I have no clue what they're playing against. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, I could probably tell the score. The score apparently at this current moment stands at 2-2. It looks like Remain and myself have won it, while Barry and Belfizer sadly lost. So the score is 2-2, so it can still go either direction. Others are heavy hitter, so it's up to him to bring us home one extra win and put us in the lead. So we'll see how that goes. Oh boy, that was still a good game. I went really into serious mode, just going, think, Philip, think, what needs to happen? How do you need to guard? Where do you need to take the attacks? Because the biggest thing about something that can not only drive check on Vanguard, but also drive check on Rearguard is the fact that at a certain point when the attacks start, there's a chance that every attack is going to be a double critical attack. So whenever you're low damage, for example, I think at 3 or 4, whatever. So let's take an example. If you're at 3 or 4 damage and your opponent has, let's say, 5 attacks like my go does. After the Vanguard swings, there's still another drive check. And after that drive check, there's a last swing. That's how their pattern of attacks work. Which means from the Vanguard's point forward, every attack can be a double critical. Which means if you take one of the 2 early attacks and put yourself at 4, you could theoretically guard the drive checks, take them, whatever, and hope they don't hit a crit. And then just take a giant number that you don't have to waste too many cards in hand. The risk there, however, is if they do check a crit trigger, you're just dead. So it's like risk and reward, and I played on the side of caution. So if I'm at 4 damage and I know they got 5 attacks, I'm guarding whichever one is the smaller one first, if I don't have to waste too many cards on hand to guard it. And then I'm taking one of them. Because if I guard those 2 and put myself to 4, like I said, they can drive check 2. They have 2 drive checks that can hit a trigger. To put a crit trigger on the rear guard, they can drive check. And then that thing can hit a trigger to put a crit trigger on the other rear guard. So everything could be potentially 2 damage. So everything could potentially kill me from 4. So taking the guarding one, taking the other, put myself to 5. And then I just got to guard the other 3 attacks. And it is what it is.
Hello.
Are you there? Well, I don't know if you saw the news. I won.
Good job.
Fucking clutch.
I will try to do the same.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Give me one moment. I'm just getting my stuff out of my bag right now.
Peter, why are you late?
Sorry for the wait. Because I've been pooping.
Well, why poop faster? Dude, you gotta develop those muscles.
The poop muscles.
Of course.
I want 10 sets of 6.
Dude, you develop those poop muscles and your abs. Oh, you can do like people don't know how much abs actually do work in benches. Yes, your arms work the most, but abs actually are very important.
Yeah.
Also, on a side note, I feel like this is a weird ass reunion. First I fought against Crow, then I fought against Charlie, and now I'm talking to you. It's like, oh look, everybody from like 2 years ago or
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna stop being a nuisance to them and start being a nuisance to you guys. So I always forget what Uner's playing. I legitimately always forget.
My lights. Oh fuck.
I don't know what Peter's playing either. And if you guys couldn't tell, Peter and me are
There we go.
I want to say we're friends. I think we're friends. We room together in California, the Worlds. We talked a bit. We commentated together for BRO. I want to say we're friends. So we can shoot the shit. It's alright, Belphizer. You tried your best. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to believe you. You tried your best. Trust me, after the games we have seen throughout this tournament, anything happens. Like, anything happens. And yes, hello. Oh, God. What has been said in the chat? Okay, so it gets choppy when switching. I know potentially why it gets choppy. Because I'm an idiot. And I forgot to change. So I use OBS to record my field footage whenever we record for our videos on the YouTube. And that's set to, of course, 59 frames a second because we want to do good quality shit. I forgot to change it back to 30 for streaming. And for some reason, OBS doesn't like streaming at 60 FPS. So it's like, ugh. So I figured it was going to be breaking more. But it doesn't seem to be breaking at that much. Unless, like, ever so often, like you've mentioned, when switching calls, it seems. So, yeah. I guess my computer got upgraded. I don't know. Like, I really don't understand these programs sometimes. You do 60 FPS into all the settings, and it starts glitching and crashing, and I don't know what else. You don't touch it at all. You accidentally stream at 60 fucking FPS, and now it's working.
Yeah, sure.
God knows. There's they have the cameras, so I can do this, remove the participant, and start setting up the stream. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I apologize. Bip. That's actually the correct sides of the board. I just need to name them right. So we got under the blank on our right side, on our team, on this side, on the yes, and then on the left side we got Peter PB. I'm just gonna put Peter. I like Peter. He's chill. I hope he loses, but he's chill. Alright, I need to change Peter's board a bit. Because, well, we can see a little bit of his hand and all that, maybe. I want to see how much I need to... Nope. Peter, your body, go away.
Apologies for the wait.
No problem.
If it helps any, I'm currently streaming.
Damn, so everyone saw how much of a mess I was. Here's my girlfriend's case of beer. Sorry, my girlfriend's parents' case of beer.
Shh. We like those.
Her family stayed the weekend one time. They stayed over, and just left a whole case of beer.
Bri, in my eyes, you're winning. I would love a beer right now. Just sipping on a beer while watching Vanguard content and streaming. Life.
Let me get the numbers on there.
Alright, I'm gonna shut up now and let you guys have it.
Yeah. 231.
Alright, two.
Oh, like I said, I'm gonna
three,
shut up now for
one.
them. You guys
Go
still get
3,
to
1, 2.
listen to me and my annoyance. Also gonna make them a little bit
Alright,
quieter.
Odd or even?
Odd.
All right, deciding who goes first.
5. Would you like to go first or second?
So Honor gets to
Do
choose.
you have a G zone?
Yes, I do. Do you have a
Then,
G-zone?
no, I don't.
Oh.
Then I will go second.
So Honor is choosing to go second because Peter has a G zone. So it's one of 4 decks, because we don't have the other 2 yet. It just got released or revealed. So it can either be Chronojet, Messiah, Shiranui, or Lord. All which are actually viable options. Chronojet being on the bottom of the list at this current moment, actually. While all of them are spicy, like, all of them are good. It's just some are better than the others. Messiah is actually really good right now. It just farms a hand like there's no tomorrow. Chronojet does some shenanigans now. It still has its early game, and it still does everything it wants to do. It's just a little bit more consistent. And then Shiranui, don't need any explanation to hear. And Lured got nerfed, but it's still Lured. It just puts painkillers and does other plays, and still got Caterpillar in it, so it can be anything.
3-1-2 for you.
It can really be anything. So I can't wait to see what it is.
Good luck.
Right. Yeah.
I think
you.
Honor's playing Eva. Yeah, there we go. Just a second, I remember. And it's Shiranui versus Eva.
Wardorn, ride, draw by getting my stride crest.
So this is going to be a very interesting match because Honor's cards are protected from getting retired, so the strike can't retire them, but
Discard.
it does make it so that Peter always has targets on the board to dominate and swing into, and most of them are going to be the obscurates, yada yada yada. Honor going second is better because he can early game rush into Shiranui, he can get his setup, he can get that Ermiger, like, there's nothing Peter can do to stop Honor's early game, to stop his playing. Like, Shiranui just can't do that until it starts striding.
Cards.
Now, I will say Shiranui doesn't mind taking a decent amount of damage early because it has Counterblast cards in the early game that can just draw back and farm. It doesn't want to particularly do that, but it's not going to hurt as long as he's got the right card. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup to see. And of course, Honor forcing Peter to go first means Shiranui's at a disadvantage, striding until turn 4. As someone who plays Grave 4 Bruce, not getting to do your shit until turn 4 sucks. Also, I still need to figure out why OBS is doing the fucking shit with the chat.
Add G to end.
Hey, I love the order. I played in Bat. It makes sense in Eva because of the promo. And exactly that. Just, oh, cool. I'm just going to add this PG to my hand. Cool. The day that they make a stealth, a monster PG that you don't have to discard if you have 2 or less cards in hand, 1 or less cards in hand, these decks go even more insane. So I'm glad. Oh, wait, they do have a stealth one.
+3.
They need to make a monster one.
Draw.
They need to make a monster one. Because Lord can search the Shadow Paladin one with the undercover deck coming later this month.
Then I will swing.
Using the undercover card, they also talk to Shadow Paladins. Shiranui has, Shiranui stuff. Stealth from Soji Doji.
Draw. I'm gonna discard.
Monster, we have a PG, but it's not the good PGs. And Masai just can't do shit. Masai's like, oh, you guys can find PGs?
Henry.
I'm just going to draw into them eventually.
Vanguard.
And you go to 3 energy.
Oh yes.
Seeing a Shenry is good because you build that early soul, make a good number, draw a card without actually minusing. Shenry is just a good card. Hey, he's playing Esperidia. I like this list. It's going to suck for Honor, but I like this list. I feel like Esperidia is a better option than the secondary standard that gains 10k power only when you're at the GB2 condition, I think.
I will discard Poison Paradise Eva.
Alright, this thing,
Right.
Poison. More likely going to find that monster to put it back to deck, yada yada yada. Which order, though, is he searching now is going to be the question. Sometimes when Eva searches orders, it's a very telephony of what they might have in hand. If they don't search for the grade 3, that means... If they search for the grade 3, that means they have another order they can play that turn. If they don't search for the grade 3, that means they don't have an order they can play that turn. They have to find something. So you gotta hope that you see the on-place, look at top 5, research order, yada yada yada. But that's still a good card. You're gonna potentially deck fin 2 cards because Eva at this current point has, I believe, 4 targets in the deck. 1 is the promo, 2 is the perfect guard, 3 is the monster that puts the cards back to deck. Unfortunately, no targets this time. Sage. And Hunter is opting for the red OT, which I think is a very interesting tech. So basically, if he hits the red OT when combos are going correctly, that's basically 100 million obfuscate swinging twice with double critical, which is, you know, I don't have to say much. 100 million swinging twice with double critical. That says it enough.
3, 2, 1.
So the Immigrant on the board did not get placed this turn. Hunter didn't see any Combine Rushers for early game ditches. So this is a very interesting predicament.
Calls Condal. Yep. Condal skill.
There we go. That's the card I was talking about. Put that poison back. Make that column to hit. If you put enough pressure on Schurner early, they can't take tank hits late. Okay, so if anybody's confused why people are resting the order even though they can't put anything in, is because the EVA players are trying to run that blitz order that says gain 10k shield for every rested set order in your order zone. So when you get to like 4 set orders and then rest 3 of them, give 5k, you rest another one, that's a 40k shield right there in a blitz order.
You discard Fall Heart. Ride. Energy Blast 3 draw. And then I will call out Genkai, Soul Charge. I'm not going to call anything out from...
Because you can't. Genkai, call something out for drop.
Swing at Vanguard.
If you had a drop.
That is 13.
I feel like Hunter guards this. He doesn't need too much CB. Like at max he needs 2 CB.
Gone for 2 defense.
There we go, yeah.
First.
And Peter
No charge.
honestly doesn't want to swing into the promo because it's just going to come back.
10.
So I think it's a question. You either take the damage to do skills or you don't take the damage like Hunter's doing right here to keep yourself low, because once Shiranui starts doing Shiranui things, you want to keep that damage low to potentially hit defenses, to stop them, to help yourself, yada yada yada. So I think what Hunter did is the correct play. Taking a damage going to 2 would be the I want to do my skills play. Because at this point he only has 1 CB to work with. So he can't combine and Eva. So he's more likely just going to use Eva's skill to look at top 3 cards and add a card if he's got an order right now. Otherwise he's only looking at top 2. Interesting. So, not seeing an order get placed right away tells me that he does not have the grade 3. Never mind. Is that the grade 2 order?
I would play the
No,
rest
it-
of the lap.
I don't know what's in his hand, so I can't really predict what he's thinking. Because to me, sometimes plays are very just obvious. You see this, you do this, and then you figure out what you have and go from there. Because there's not much other you can do in this point of time that would be better than just playing the order right away. Playing the order right away gets you access to whatever is on top 5. Be it a obfuscate with double crit, be it something that you can use. And then you have the availability to go Cannabis 1, look at top 3, add a card to hand, put the rest on the bottom. Yada, 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 yada. So he's opted for another Immigro, so there was no obfuscates on the top, which is sad. A grade 3 obfuscate would have been another crit. A grade 2 obfuscate would have swung into the front row. So no obfuscates on the top check, sad, but it sometimes happens. Like he missed top 5 for a monster, he missed top 5 for an obfuscate. And it's not going the best of luck right now, but that's one of the charms about Eva. She can kind of recover.
1, 2, 3.
So more than likely what's going to happen is the Immigrant in the front row is going to go into... Oh, maybe not. He might put the Immigrant behind the Vanguard into Soul to keep just a column for swinging, because right now he doesn't have much health. We might see only a 3 attack Eva turn right now. Because he might not want to waste any cards out of hand for no reason. Granted, any obstacle he calls is going to be an old man. Oh, that could be a... no, but he's already on there, and there's a poison in drop, so he can call the poison for a grade 3 attacker. Doesn't really matter. But calling the obfuscate and dominating the obfuscate means the obfuscate can't be used for intercept. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's still going to be a 3 attack turn. He's just debating on which Immigrant to use. So he's going for that one, which means we're going to probably see something hit from hand to a front row rear guard. I do like both Eva and Michu, surprisingly. The jump rides not only gave them chances to go into their, better grade 3 right away, but also because of the way that works, that's just deck finning 2 cards. And on top of that, Eva's skill is look at top 3, add a card, put the rest at the bottom. And then the order. Like, just going into this turn, playing the order, -1 card in deck, and that was an MEMEBR. And then using Eva's skill, adding a card to hand, let's say it's not a trigger, let's say it's a good piece. And then using the promo, putting it to soul, finding a poison, finding you've deck finned 4 cards out of your deck for basically doing nothing.
Yep.
So he's using another one of the monster, and this time using the skill Soul Blaster because you got an abundance of soul now in Eva. You really don't need it. So you're just utilizing the call, draw, plus in the board without minusing the hand. Obfuscate it to the board, and yeah, we're seeing only a 3 attack turn. Potentially.
Yep.
Potentially, we're seeing only a 3 attack turn.
Sure thing.
I like the obfuscate being bigger because that just makes it a little bit more awkward number. With a 8k booster behind it, that is a 31. So putting a 5k more basically just makes it a 36. So it's over a front trigger to guard, which is just magic numbers. I like what he's doing. He's saving any and all obfuscate he might still have in deck, because if he plays the order and sees them, then you get more benefits. He doesn't have to deck fin more crits.
Vanguard, out with obfuscate, who has a crit already.
Huzzah.
Second check and Masha.
Hey, there's the combines.
Power. Second. Oh.
That sucks.
100 million a bit.
But the lucky news here is there's no OT left in deck.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
And that's it for my turn. Your turn.
So the good news here, there's no OT left in deck. The bad news is the Peter didn't waste any cards in hand, and plus the card in hand on top of it. So Peter's in a good advantageous position right now, not to mention he just discards a card that draws him a card, and I'm pretty sure he's got the correct card in there. Yep, remove a card, the grade 1 from the game, add the card back, ditch the same card for later turns, yada yada yada.
Your rested obfuscate.
Yep.
Swing at your Vanguard.
So this obfuscate is swinging for 21, the other obfuscate can intercept, or he can take the attack, hope for a defensive trigger, making the second dominate moot.
Sure, knockout. Heal trigger.
There we go.
Vanguard.
So
Alright.
the second dominate is now moot. It's not going to hit, which means Peter's more likely going to swing obfuscate into obfuscate to get rid of one of them. He can't retire the... No, you can't retire. You can't retire the other one because the grade 1 order is not in the order zone right now.
Yep, knockout.
And then obfuscate dies.
I feel like attacking the Immigrant was the bad choice because he added an order to hand. He's going to play it. That thing is coming back to the board and doing its shtick. I would have rather swung at the other obfuscate, get rid of a 10k with the retire effect, and get rid of another 10k shield with the attack. So you get rid of 2 20ks. Now you've left him a 10k intercept on the board.
At your obfuscate first.
Yeah, see, why waste an attack? Oh yeah, because the Vanguard, because you can't hit.
Alright. 25 at Vanguard.
I guess. The Immigrant is still going to come back. I would have swung rather at one of the other grade 1s. I don't know. It's always a hard choice.
Do you have any heal triggers in public zones?
Heal triggers?
Yeah.
1, 2. 2 in public zone.
2 heal triggers out and the OT out. So Peter only has potentially 2 heals left in deck.
Alright. Swing at Vanguard. I will still blast 2.
Honestly,
Calm back up.
this is a weird one.
3 at Vanguard.
This is a really weird one. You either guard this and not hope they hit too many crits, or you take it. I don't know. Like, I'll leave it to Hunter. If I would be put in this position, I'll go through a process in my head. What's the best, and see what's in my hand. So I can't really say what's the best.
Second. Third. Crit.
1 crit.
Give the power
That's
to
fine.
Ryan.
Yeah.
That puts Hunter to 4, which is not ideal against the Shiranui player.
And a heal trigger.
But
Yep.
he got to higher damage and heal. So you know what? We take those. So that's a 33 now.
33. I'll swing 35 at Vanguard.
So 35 is just a 5k shield if he's got it. Honestly, this is, I think, where Hunter needs to guard
The
both.
other column is 31, right?
Yeah, so the other column's not big.
So yeah, the other column can't hit, so he just guards this one.
Alright.
10k overguard is fine. Staying at low damage is the important part.
Stand, draw. Energy charge.
Because the biggest thing here is he's going to play in order, -1 card in deck, +1 card aboard. He's going to then call the Immigrant plus another card aboard. He's going to put it to Soul, call Eva, -2 cards out of deck because he's going to find the poison as well as Eva. And then she's going to activate Persona Ride, draw him another card. This is going to be a very good... And he found the Obfuscate off the top 5 of the order, which means there is going to be 2 attacks on the board that are double critical. Peter is only at 2 damage, meaning that he's not going to be... He can sponge an attack. He can easily sponge an attack. But he can sponge the first attack that more likely is not going to be double crit.
1-3.
Oh,
Then
if I was Honor here,
stand by.
it really depends on how many triggers are left in deck. Because because of the attack patterns,
One.
usually Eva players swing with like the Combine that's going to be coming to the board right now.
Call those 2 to field.
So usually Eva players will swing with the Combine and then swing with the Vanguard. That is potentially not the right play right now because Combine's only going to do him 1 damage, and then he can potentially tank an Eva that can potentially hit a crit.
Put the cards into hand.
Which means,
Rest to the bottom.
or he can guard the Eva with a Perfect Guard because he more than likely has one, and then just tank one of the Obfuscate. Like, 2 damage against something that swings a double crit, especially one of the first attacks being a 1 damage one, puts you in a weird spot.
Give me draw. Go to Soul.
So the good news here is Honor is deck finning 2 more cards out of deck. He already deck finned 1 more card because using Eva's skill. So he's getting the poison, he's getting the order for the next turn. He will be drawing another card and giving 10k to the front row. So everything is being hitting for a lot good magic numbers. Eva herself is going to be only a 28k Vanguard, which is good. Obfuscate that got called is going to be a 33 double critical, boosted 41.
And then
Uh,
activate Persona Ride.
Combine Rusher is currently sitting at 30, potentially going to be 38 if boosted. And then he still hasn't rested 3 orders and gave him 5k somewhere. So he can make Eva 33. He can make the other Obfuscate at 46. I want to see what happens. It's not over till it's over type of deal. I think this time, depending on what's in deck and what's in board and what's in hand and what's in drop, I think this time you do poison into deck for an Obfuscate and try to deck fin yourself into some triggers.
I have to put Immigra to Water Zone.
Oh no.
Then I will
Soul Blast the other one.
lost. Rest the other 3.
So he's basically prepping himself for the Blitz Order, because now that Blitz Order, if my memory serves correct, is going to be a 40k Blitz Order. So it's like, haha.
Okay, how many cards do you have in it right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
When the no, I think the Dominate state ends at the end of, I don't know. That's a ruling question. I think you might be right because it's not your Obfuscate anymore. But I would need to check a ruling because I think Dominate ends at the second the battle ends.
Yep.
And then end the battle skills activate. Does it become your rear guard at that point? So that's a ruling question I'm going to look into with some judges. I think you're still right. I do feel like it would still retire because at that moment might not still be your unit. But I want to be double sure. So Peter chose to guard the... Peter chose to guard the Combine. So Honor capitalized and said, you know what? Sure. I'm going to call this one and get rid of your front row. So you have to call 2 new cards that have the restand ability from your hand. I'm not going to let you have those shits.
2, 3.
I like this play. I approve of this play from Honor.
28.
No guard.
So Peter's no guarding this, which is a risky play against an Eva player because, you know, they deck fin.
Research lab.
That's a terrible deck fin. That means triggers on defense at least.
And this will attack for 38 on your whole front row.
So 38th front row means it's still hitting Vanguard. He's not going to guard the rear guard, so that go away. And then guards for 43 because he had a defensive. So now Obfuscate swings.
Attack for
Oof. 38, 46.
2 crits.
46. I will TG with Sanctitude, and
So Peter is doing the smart move of trying to stay low damage. I don't know how long it's going to be good for him, but hey, if it works, it works. Under calling that grade 2 obfuscate and getting rid of the front row is basically forcing Peter to go call more grade 2s that can restand, call more cards that can restand. If you can't, I will capitalize. Now seeing the grade 3 ditch draw, we're going into the original strat again, not going into the Oboro.
Energy blast 3.
So that's kind of good news for Under, because Oboro is a very annoying card.
That one off Genkai, and then I get this back.
Shinri's still on the board for obvious reasons, because an order didn't get played, and Under has definitely more rear guards than him.
I will intercept with the grade 2.
So Under doing the smart move, intercepting right now.
And I will.
It's not smart taking the damage here and stopping the Another Dominate. The attacks that are becoming are going to be a lot bigger than the Dominate attacks. Guarding on Dominate attacks and taking the other swings that are becoming is going to be probably the better move here.
Yep.
So I like how Under's playing right now. So now it's up to Peter. What do you got in hand? That's basically what you need to use to do things. The best part about Shiranui is the fact that once
How many cards?
it starts striding, it starts kind of minusing if it can remove its stuff. Because it's only got triple drive.
Alright.
Shinri is only good against decks that don't have a lot of board.
Overskill.
Honor's got 2 more. That dragon does help,
Doesn't matter which.
but that means that's not a restanding rear guard. However, because that a card died, Honor does have 1 or less cards now, which means Shinri will activate. There's a plus. That thing will plus a card in hand, so this is not going to be a bad turn. It's only going to be 4 attacks, but it's not going to be a bad plus turn for Peter. 5 cards back into hand with a hand size of 6 right now, so potentially going to 11.
8. And Leovis is 33.
Yes, 33 on its own.
The good news is Honor checked 2 planks. That is actually good news because that means there's chances of being defensive triggers on top. Ta-da!
Alright, goes to Soul.
So that'll help the overall turn.
I'm gonna Soul Blast.
Of course, he's gonna have to guard the Vanguard. There's triple drive coming. 1 crit's gonna, hurt being at 4. So this is getting guarded. Don't remember if Elementaria got hit on Honor's side through either damage check or something. I feel like I remember it somewhere, but he's got the PG he found in the early game, and more than likely, yeah, there you go, an Omega because it's gonna come back.
Crit. I'll give all effects to Orvis.
Okay.
Yep.
No bigger.
Only 1 crit, which means Honor can take the rear guard attack and guard this double critical one. More than likely, he's got the Blitz order. Man, I'm calling these plays too early.
Get 40k shield.
So, yeah, 40k shield.
This will swing at Vanguard for 35.
Honestly, if Thunder can guard this, because he's at 23, 35 is a 15k shield, there you go. There's no need to go to 5. If you can keep a damage to, sponge on your opponent's turn, that's always good. Plus, Peter's still at 3. You're going to attack with Rigor, you're going to attack with Vanguard. Chances of you hitting heals and healing down are going to exist. Alright, let's see what top 5 gives us. This is going to be very important. We know Combine's in drop. We know Immigrant is in drop. There's 2 of them. I think Under might have. He goes for nothing. That sucks. But that means there's a lot of fucking triggers in deck.
I go 2, 1, 3.
2, 1, 3.
So Combine's definitely going to be coming out. At least 1, because doesn't have enough CB, but he can use double Immigrant to make a fucking column if he wanted to. And Cannon Blast 1 for a Combine more than likely.
6
Good.
energy and 1 CB.
Yep.
Combine Russia and 2 Immigrant.
So 2 Immigrant and 1 Combine Rusher are going to be hitting the board. So basically just, hey, I'm going to play order. Ah, damn, I didn't find anything. Okay, call 3 cards at the board. I think he keeps 1 Immigrant in the front row in front of the grade 1. I think he uses... Or he's got stuff in hand. You know what? If he's got stuff in hand, he's got stuff in hand.
Then I will use Ava skill. Check top 5.
He still has Eva, and he's going to check top 5, which is, give me something to work with.
Take 1 of them to hand. Rest to bottom.
So, I think he's running out of poison slowly, so he's got to have to be careful.
Then I will use my Immigrant. Goes so.
So let's see what we get. So he gets a poison. Does he have an order? Because he did drive check one, I think. There we go. So he's got Techfin 2 cards again, and he's going to draw a card. Sad to say, because of the way things have been going, he's added a card to hand from Eva's skill. He's added 2 cards to hand because of the promo. More than likely, because of the amount of deck finning, he might draw a trigger here off of Persona Ride, which is what it is. But if he doesn't, that just means more triggers left in deck. That's one of Ziva's strongest strongest things, is the fact that the longer the game goes, the more dangerous she becomes, because the deck just stops being normal units, just starts being triggers. As we saw with him activating the grade 3 order, looking at top fighting saying, rather not. And he's like, oh, all triggers. And we haven't seen the OTB used or guarded with on other side, so there's a chance it is still in deck. And it is the restanding order. And he's calling another monster, to putting another poison on the bottom, and it's going to be on the bottom of the deck now until he gets to his next turn. There's no way for him to accidentally draw it, so he's got to guarantee poison for next turn.
Those 2 orders. Check for monsters in group.
So he's just resting orders right now, because if he gets a blitz order, that's 50k shield blitz order. If he has a blitz order in hand, he's got a 50k shield blitz order.
Then I will call Obscurate, go to 3.
There we go.
Rest 3 orders.
More likely make that Obscurate at 38, boost at 46. So that's a 46 column. Combine's a 30k still.
5k to Obscurate.
So Combine's more likely getting guarded with 20k shield. Because Peter doesn't want to put himself to 4 and just be a hit away from every single attack. He more likely is gonna take this. He's gonna guard this Combine, and more likely guard the Eva, take a double crit somewhere, and then guard the other double crit. There we go.
Yeah. Then Poison Ava, find normal Ava.
I feel like
So this one drops.
I know why he's keeping the booster. But I feel like using the booster for a Combine would have been better, because you know your opponent's going to guard Combine. They don't want to go to 4, you hit a crit trigger, and then everything's double crit, and then they can die to everything. So they're going to waste more cards out of hand guarding that Combine if it's boosted by a bigger number, rather than just, 20k shield like we saw. Because the offset coming to the board, it's a 38 immediately. That's not counting triggers that are more likely going to get checked. So 38's already an annoying number. He's more likely taking it.
Then we'll get 10k when they attack. Can just put here already. And 38, 48.
So an extra 10k booster to make it 48 is like 38 to 48. It's not that big of a difference when it comes to guarding. More than likely he's going to get perfect guarded. So taking more cards out of hand on the Combine swing potentially would have been better. So PG on the Eva makes sense.
Let's check here.
Heal, clutch. This is what we talked about. Even if Peter took the first attack, he's still in range of healing, and staying it forward last turn means that he would go down to 3. Front's big. See, this is what I mean. If Combine got boosted, it would have been a 40k. That would have taken a 10k minimum more shield out of Peter's hand. Another card more than likely out of hand, if not 2 if he's using 2 5ks. And he's hit more than enough triggers now to make that Combine not boosted already a 58. So now it's 68.
40, 45.
It's 68.
Something else, wait. 30, 45, 58, 68.
There we go. They got there without my help.
Yeah.
So Peter has 2 options. Either guard this one or guard the double crit.
No trigger?
So he's taking this one and he's going to guard the double crit.
I will PG that.
See, this is what I mean. More likely a PG is going to draw for the double crit. 68, 58 is not going to matter with a PG. Taking more cards out of hand with Combine being at 40k instead of 30k would have potentially been better.
I will discard.
I'll talk to Unner after the game with that to talk strategies and reasons. Because he's been doing well, so I believe him for having a good reason for it. So we'll go there. Seeing an Esperated ditch means that Peter might have another thing that can restand in front row, or had no other option but to ditch that.
Then it's your turn.
like we said, the good news here is the fact that Unner is staying at 3 damage. He can tank 2 attacks, more likely tank some of the later attacks, not tank the dominating attacks. Sure, Neobero's coming though, which means the board is going to start getting cleared a little bit, as well as Peter's going to plus the hand, potentially get drive checks, yada yada yada.
Swing a Vanguard for 22.
So I think here he does intercept, because Shiranui will not retire, so unless Eva swings into that 22, or not 22, sorry, Obscurate stays in 18.
Forward and revertus, soul charge.
So he's trying to dig for pieces.
+5, do nothing else.
So he's not calling cards out of soul or retiring a rear guard.
Another forward and revertus.
Okay.
And then I'm going to call down to right.
So 4 attacks on the board after dominates.
Dominate that obfuscated again, swing a Vanguard for 22 again.
I think Unner drops a 10k shield here. There we go, or 15. That's fine.
Vanguard's going to swing at the obfuscated 18 to 15, or 18 to 17 currently.
18 to 17.
First, second, front. So my front gets +2.
Good, it's not a crit. Honestly, Shiranui hitting Obero hitting crits on the dominate attack is more dangerous than front, because that means that a re-stander swing and a swing twice with double crit. A front's more power. Unner's got 2 damage to take. He can potentially tank some of the attacks.
So
It's just a question of what attacks he tanks. He's definitely going to have to guard the Vanguard. He might try to take this one for a little bit of a defensive help.
We'll take this one.
There we go.
Second one.
No defensive help.
swing a Vanguard. I'm going to soul
Definitely guard this. So as long as 2 crits don't get checked, he can take whatever the other swing is
38,
and guard whatever might be a double crit depending on the drive checks.
63.
Vanguard is swinging for 63 though, so that's a perfect guard, please. He's been using Eva, so I'm hoping he's been seeing. We've only seen him use 1 perfect guard, if not I'm mistaken. And he's got 5 orders rested. Yeah, there we go. There's the perfect guard. I think he ditches one of the orders he might have, because I know he kept a grade 3 blue order. He hasn't used it yet.
And discard blue research lab.
Sure thing.
Oh, he's got more enough. And then never mind. He's got more enough non.
Front.
Another fucking front. So take the bigger one, guard the smaller one. It's basically going to be the strat here.
+40 to front.
Because the Doubt Under can guard both of these big ass
55
fucking attacks.
Vanguard.
That's a 55. And the other one's definitely bigger.
The other one is 15 more, right? So 65.
Bye bye.
10 more. Because this got +5 from itself.
Oh, yeah.
So 55, 65, 65.
So 55 and 65.
5.
Guard the 55, take the 65. 55 is unfortunately all the way to 45 shield.
I will use
Blitz orders 50k shield.
plus 1, and this is 50k shield.
Alright,
Fucking love that Blitz order in Eva.
65.
Take. Sadly, take.
Take this one.
Alright.
No triggers on 2 damage checks is good news.
Draw.
Means he's probably going to draw 1 right now and probably draw another one for the Persona ride. But that means more triggers left in deck nonetheless. I think this might be Unner's last turn. We saw Peter, I think Peter draw checked he draw checked grade 3. He draw checked 2 fronts, so we know he has 2 20Ks. He draw check a grade 3 that cannot be a 15K because he's at grade 3. So he draw check a deck card, and he draw check one of the grade 1 festivals.
Okay.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
he's got 10 cards in hand. We know 2 of them are 20k shields. We know one of them is a dead card, one of them is a 5k shield. I don't remember what the first... Ladder was the other one. So we know a couple of cards in hand.
Then I will play henceforth.
Resource hands forward basically just, is another order.
Energy blast.
It gives them resources, and just the main reason it's being played is get Combine, get Immigrant, get shit on the board.
CB1.
Eva's biggest thing is play order, don't use any hand, get stuff on board, drive check, use Eva, plus.
Then I will use Ava, check top 6.
So he's checking top 6, and looks like he might have 7 or 8 cards in deck. Because Poison is one of the bottom cards of the deck.
On to hand. Is the bottom.
Oh, depending on how many cards he's left in deck, he might now go into Poison. He can potentially stack his deck. Yeah, that's a Poison on top. That's a poison on top. He might have just stacked his deck and said, fuck it. I'm going to go normal Eva.
I will use
No, sad.
draw.
I think he might have OT in hand. Because if you really had only 7 cards in deck and was able to stack his deck and even have poison on top, one of the checks was going to be an OT. I think in that point, you just stay on the normal one and go boom, 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 boom.
2, 1,
Because Peter already used like 3 PGs, I think.
and activate persona right.
So more likely the combo is going to stay for a big attacker. That immigrant's going to swing first. Granted, depending on how many... He's just saw his whole deck.
Yep.
Honestly, if he knows what is in his deck, I might just go for big numbers, because that rigger is going to gain big numbers because of triggers. Granted, he can take... Peter can take a big number attack. This is really weird. This is
Charge.
very strange. He's definitely getting an obfuscate back to hand to swing with, so that immigrant is coming back, that obfuscate is coming forward. That's obvious place here.
Back.
Peter's in a little dangerous position where he will have to take the first swing from Combine because the deck is so thin right now, and if there's any crit triggers left in deck, that obfuscate that's coming out from the Eva skill will be double crit. Eva potentially can hit the crit for double crit. Combine is literally the only attack Peter can take right now. And I don't know if Man, there's a world where you just don't let him have that extra attack for a potential...
38 to Vanguard.
I'll take that. Power, I don't heal.
Yeah, see what I mean? Potential defensive. You might have just swung Vanguard here first.
Call another one.
It's a weird one because you're sacrificing an attack, but now you've given a defense.
Gets +5.
And, you know,
crit, +5.
crits don't really matter unless he still has OT. If OT's still in deck, then crits matter.
Energy blast, redraw.
Okay, so Peter's digging.
28 currently.
So that's even. No, that's 36 to 28. See, he's still 10k shy from one to pass. If he gets to 48, that's 2 to pass. So that's another 20k shield for 2 to pass. But with what Unner's deck is, 2 to pass is almost a guarantee. Unner literally knows every card in his deck. He doesn't know the order of the cards in his deck, but he does know every card in his deck.
63.
So 63 is OT to pass.
OT to pass.
OT to pass.
First check crit.
Okay,
Next command rusher.
so everything's dangerous.
Second check crit.
Everything's more dangerous.
On effects command rusher again.
Make that combo rusher big, boy. Oh, why I went with that.
First. Gets
Swing with a triple crit. If they can't guard this, that means they're taking 3 damage. It's a lot harder to heal 3 damage than 2.
63.
And this will be
I really do think Unner should have swung with Vanguard first and not given him that extra defensive.
right. On skill 5, 38, 48 to crit.
Because him taking the attack meant no cards out of hand regardless. But he gained plus 10 shield, which means every single one of his other attacks just got 10k easier to guard. This is clutch. This is really coming down to the wire.
I'll discard regardless.
If Unner had 6 cards in deck,
And then
Poison, Persona makes him 5. So 7 cards in deck, and then Poison, Persona makes him 5. Oof. Even if he hits OT, I don't think he's got enough cards in deck to survive. This is gonna be, I'm gonna let it run and see what happens.
Energy charge 3. I'm going to.
I think this is deck out scenarios for both players.
9.
9.
Unner's got 9 cards in hand. I don't know how many Blitz orders he plays. we saw 2 blitz orders already get used. He did rest all of his stuff, so he's got a potential, if he has a blitz order, 50k shield blitz order in hand to
I'll
use.
discard Leorvis.
I think that's mandatory.
Stride into Maguntendu. I'm going to first draw Pleorvis.
Okay, so yeah.
Second, I'm going to dominate your Obscadade. Swing a Vanguard for 22. And then I'm also going to Energy Blast 3. Remove Wardorn. Get Pleorvis back. 22 at Vanguard.
So that card back in hand doesn't really matter much.
Counterblast for... Actually, before that, I'm going to call down Pleorvis.
This is interesting.
Give itself +5, and I'm going to...
He's gonna get rid of the interceptor. I think we wanted more attacks than power. That was 4 attacks. Sure, your player has no PGs left. Yeah, there was 4 attacks, but the first attack was 1 crit, and sure knew it was a 4. So that first attack meant still just, you know, I'm gonna take it. It's literally not gonna matter. If I hit a defensive, I'm 30k extra shield now from all your other attacks. 3 attacks, 10k each, so it's like having an extra 10k in hand for every single attack.
15.
Yep. Let's see here. I'm gonna call out
Now,
Genry.
the good news is Peter only has 4 attacks. That's the good
Let's
news.
see, this is
They're all fucking giants, sadly.
40, 50.
And we've only seen Unner use 2 PGs. More than likely because he's running the blitz orders that look at the rested set orders. He's more than likely not running Elementaria, as much as this would have been a really perfect scenario to have him for Stride decks.
This is plus 2, so it's plus 30. This is 58.
Yeah, I agree with that. First attack into the restander for less 5k and less, you know, restanders. And then put pressure with Vanguard because you know you have crits in deck. I feel like that would have been the play. I agree with that. So there's the 3rd PG we've seen this game.
Second crit.
That sucks.
You have 3 cards in hand.
There's more than likely a chance that Unner has another perfect guard. We haven't seen his 4th one.
3rd.
And Peter is at 1 card. If Unner can live this turn, he's got it. He just needs to live this turn. We haven't seen his OT either, so he might have the OT.
I will guard with OT.
There we go.
For 63. 78.
Alright.
Oh no.
This is 48 at Vanguard.
No.
Was there even a heal left?
That went the
Get
full
one.
9 yards.
1 card is left in deck, right?
Yep, 1 card left in deck. Off of Bleorvis, I could have drawn.
I don't think he had a
'cause I
heal
two
left in deck,
things
sadly.
I had one Sekie, 1.
I honestly do
So I'm like,
believe.
okay, please draw me the Fura. I drew the Sekie. I'm like,
I honestly do believe we shouldn't have swung with Combine.
Yeah, I drew the OT of my Persona right.
Ah, yep, that's what happened.
yeah. When you said so no pass initially.
So wait a
before you
minute.
corrected yourself, I'm like, oh, okay, so you have OT in hand.
Unner, I got a
you
legit
want to-
question for you.
Mhm.
How many cards were left in deck when you said Eva skill look at top 6?
8.
8. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, damn.
Jesus.
If you had one less, I think you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, sure. Then I could have set up the OT.
Ah, yeah. Nope. Never mind then.
In the chance that you can't set up OT offensively, do you not make it so that you stack defensive OT that turn?
That's a good question.
In theory, I could have done that, but he had 1 card more in deck than me. And
Ah,
if
yeah.
I do nothing and he will do nothing, I will deck out first.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because of OT already draws the card as well, so... I was thinking about it for a second, but just hoped to not draw it with my Persona Red.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, wow, OT hasn't come out yet.
Well, I had some words on stream. You can reflect on it and disagree with me if you want, because... I think for the most part, that was literally a clutch game. Like, I don't think either of you did any giant misplays. Like everything was just nice.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Peter, fuck you. Fuck that OT early game.
Man, he healed like 3 times.
I don't care. You hit the OT. Yeah, that's not over. I keep forgetting it's not over. Game 2. Because in semifinals, it is a best of 3. So sadly, we didn't get game 1. But that means we have still 2 chances. And Under now is choosing again, which means more likely. So here's a disadvantage and advantage here. The
I will go
advantage
3-1.
advantage the owner has is that if this game he will try to go second again, do basically the same plays. This time Peter probably won't hit the OT when he hits it, so there might be more pressure, less Peter hand. The game might go over a lot differently now. On the sad side though, if Owner does win this game, that means the third game Peter gets to decide who goes first. More likely Peter's gonna say he will go second, which means if Owner goes straight into grade 3, Peter will be able to stride on turn 3. Now, there is a catch. I don't think catch 22 is the right word to use here, but if it is, cool. I used the word correctly. Proud of me. Anyway, the catch here is that while you usually do not want strides to go second, Eva is a type of deck that on turn 2 can punch really fucking hard, and then on turn 2 can especially punch really fucking hard. Because your opponent's a grade 2, they've only plussed from going second, crest, and all that. They don't have their Shoujo Doji bullshit anymore, so they're not plussing from that anymore.
Draw crest. Pass turn.
Which means they now are sitting on the other end of a Poison Eva going potentially double crit obscurate, something, and then 2 double crit obscurates off the top 5, yada yada yada. That's a very dangerous position to be in when you're in grade 2, and it doesn't save your hand or damage much when Eva starts going like that. So pluses, minuses, we'll see how this game goes. Game 2 started fairly normally. Peter's going first, draw for crest, discarding a heal apparently, so that's good news. Less heals than deck's good. Honor is getting the monster order, hopefully hits some good monsters now. We already see the promo and drop, which means Peter's getting basically a free 2 attacks now.
Yeah, draw first for starter.
So playing the order, let's see the top 5 here.
Search.
Honestly, the best scenario would be another promo into drop and
Cool.
a PG to hand.
Yep.
I don't think you put that monster to drop. That monster is too useful to be
Three
in drop.
all out.
So good move here on Honor. 100%. I don't know why I'm praising him. The man has a fucking score of 5-1 throughout this whole tournament. If anything, I should be listening to him.
Go 1, 2, 3.
3.
Yep.
Sure.
All right.
So,
Shit. Stable play is happening. Normal things happening.
then tendering out.
I was not playing the stream. I was actually playing to edit the video. I might be pulling an all-nighter. I might not an all-nighter, an 8-nighter. I'll be fine. I'll figure it out.
Draw. Energy charge 3. Discard a call heart.
So.
Ride. Energy blast 3 to draw.
Peter got his early game ditch, which is good.
Let's go.
Took 1 damage, guarded 1 attack.
23 at Vanguard.
This is annoying, but fuck it, you take these.
Not much.
It's too much to try to guard it. And luckily the opponent didn't hit a trigger, so
Soul,
seeing a front go is a little bit sad, but fronts are that, oh, it's a nice trigger. You want mostly crits in Eva. Fronts are just, oh, this is nice. It's a shield value card and it's a power card, but it's not the best. It's the lowest tier trigger of all of them. OT's of course on top, crits are second, heals are next, and then there's front.
Yep.
In priority of what you want to see on the strike checks. Or damage checks for that matter. On damage checks you want kind of OT heal, front heal crit. I don't know what I'm talking about making up bullshit as I go. Alright, seeing another research, grade 1. Simple, straightforward. If you manage to hit 2 good cards, for example, a late promo and a perfect guard, or the other monster, that's just deck thinning more cards, setting yourself up, yada yada yada. Eva has become a really different beast now with some of the new cards. I like it. Okay, so more likely using the order. This.
The order back to deck.
Okay. Oh, that's why he discarded it. He's probably got another one in hand. He put that one back. Huzzah. You can just play the order, potentially find something. I would have done it the other way around now that I think about it. I would have first played the order, deck thinned, and then put the order on the bottom of the deck, because that way that order stays on the bottom of the deck and it's saved for later. This way you shuffle it and now can potentially be drive checked, which has happened to me before with other decks. So added a PG to hand, nothing to drop.
3, 2, 1.
So we know Unner's already has 2 PGs now in hand. So Peter's got to be really careful of what he's how he's attacking.
10 winged.
10, I will guard.
So simple, straightforward. There we go. I called it. I'm sorry, Unner. I jinxed you. I called it. But it's nice to have it in hand. So that's you got a guarantee basically.
Stand draw. Charge 3. Start call heart.
Did Peter guard both attacks? Or did I miss something?
Call heart. Then I'm gonna call.
I think he guarded both attacks.
I soul charge a PG.
Yay! Perfect guard's getting soul charge. You always love it.
To crack Angel Ladder. Draw a card. +5 to Vanguard.
Ladder is not bad this early. Eva doesn't care for ladder. Like, all it doesn't have any removal, and the obfuscated attacks. It's like, okay.
18 at Vanguard.
I think Unner wants to stay at 2 damage here, so you might take one of them, not both.
First.
No crits, not crits, not crits.
No trigger.
Huzzah! Defense?
Front trigger.
Huzzah!
Well, pass.
Huzzah!
Draw. You charge 3. Discard. Redraw.
This is game 2 out of 3, yes.
And I will.
So Emigrar getting set up and drop is always good to see. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, Peter's going to be staring down the barrel of a definite double critical obfuscate.
Grade 2 obfuscate.
And an obfuscate is going to go, hey, you're bored. So Peter's going to be minusing a lot this game. This is definitely game 2 of 3. We finished game 1. Sadly, we did not win. Unner did not win. This is game 2. And Unner is honestly in a much better position. He stayed at 2 damage. He's got good setup. He's got an obfuscate that's going to get rid of Peter's board. So he's basically going to get rid of 2 cards out of Peter that didn't do anything. That's basically taking 2 cards out of his hand like it was nothing. So using Eva, adding a card to hand, putting the rest to the bottom. We know Unner's already has 2 PGs off the orders. So he's got late game ready in his hand. So deck finning a card from Eva's skill, now using the promo to deck fin 2 more cards by getting poison as well as an order. Oh.
Yep.
How many orders? Oh, he's probably has the blue order already in hand ready to go. So he's getting this one to deck fin and potentially, I don't know. Sometimes it's weird.
2, 1, 3.
Three.
Do we have any judges in here? I don't see any judges. Maybe there are, I just don't know the judges. Grade 3 obfuscate, it's obvious.
Yep.
Alright, more likely arresting 3, soul blasting 1, doing the thing. Making that obfuscate at 28k. Annoying numbers. Also, oh, no, making Eva 23 is better. Yeah, I agree. Making Eva 23 is definitely better. Because that obfuscate's already 31. Yes, it's 20k shield, and we know Peter's running fronts. 1 trigger can potentially change that.
15 to your front row.
I'll guard with Gendry.
Again, I think, I don't know. After playing Jejuled so much, I see so much benefits boosting on the early attacks rather than late, spreading the power more evenly, making it hard for your opponent rather than easier. Anyway, with Peter being so low damage, he can potentially eat this double crit. I don't know, we'll see. Like a 5k doesn't stop a double crit obfuscate, but it does stop that attack. So you can potentially just eat this and not worry about it too much. Damn, that order gets dry checked a lot. Damn, front triggers get dry checked. I think that's all fronts. I think this is Eva deck that only runs 3 fronts and maximizes on crits, which means that's 2 fronts in drop and 1 front in hand. That's all the fronts. That means crits are left to get drive checked as heals.
41. Sorry. 41 is this one. And this one will be 48 to crit.
41 and 48. One's 1 damage, the other one's 2 damage. The heal trigger set. I always like to swing with double crit first, force them to high damage. Yes, if they hit defenses, sure, but you're at least forcing them a lot higher damage rather than, you know, stuff like this happening.
Stand draw. Discard Blue Orbis. Stride. I'm going to draw a card off the Orbis. Then I'm going to dominate your Obfuscate that's in front of MEMEBR.
This one? Yeah.
Yep. Swing a Vanguard for 22.
This might be an attack he takes.
22 to Vanguard. Will take.
Yep.
Heal.
Yay!
Or Vanguard.
So he heals, gains enough power for a dominated attack not hit.
At your other Obfuscate.
Just goodness. Like, he was going to intercept anyway. Like, if a heal wouldn't be getting checked there, that obfuscate was probably going to intercept the other obfuscate. Yada, yada, yada.
25 to Vanguard.
So Peter is struggling. He is only at 2 damage, but he's only got 3 attacks on the board. I feel like Under needs to capitalize here and just guard out the wazoo.
Sorry, what?
How many heals do you have in public zones right now?
Smart question. Under might take a damage here
Cards in hand?
to prevent Peter from healing down to 1. I like this play. I do this play a lot myself. I feel like this is the correct play.
I take this one.
Combat hitting damage is fine.
Last one. Stand.
He can use one of the perfect guards he's gotten to guard this easily and not think about it.
PG.
There we go. And then the last attack is only 25 to 23. That's a 5k guard.
Second. Third. No cheat.
It's still only a 5k guard, and Peter only checked 5ks. So 25 into a 23 is literally just a 5k guard. He can throw down anything he has in hand.
Alright.
Or a 15k. He wants to save his pieces. He doesn't want to get rid of his pieces. I can respect that. Well, this is going to very suck for Peter now. He's staring at barrel at 4 attacks. One of which is definitely going to be double crit. More deck finny, but now Persona Red powers on top of that.
5.
Okay.
Combine rush.
Combat Rush is not a bad top check. It's a deck fin and a 30k attacker. We'll take those. I feel like if you have double Immigrant here, you call one to front, call one to back. I don't think he's got double in drop. I don't think he's got a Combine Rusher in drop.
Energy plus 6.
Never mind, he's got 2. I think, yeah, you put one in the front, it's a 10k, boosted by 8. And then you use the one in the back row behind Eva. And then you got your columns. Unless he's got something good in hand, he can use the one that hasn't been called. If he's got anything good to call in the front row, he can use the one that doesn't have an extra 2k in the board to find poison. Where am I going with high? Yeah. You can go with the one that doesn't have 2k, call something in the front, and make it just a good column. That's minusing in hand. The other option is just using the one behind the Vanguard, not minus any cards in hand, and just still have a really decent turn. There's more likely not killing Peter here. So the objective here is to put them to high damage and cripple their hand.
Right.
As well as yourself just plus and, you know, make sure you live. So I think like that's the play. I honestly do still believe right now that Immigrant potentially boosted, not boosted, should swing into the grade 2. And then leave the rest of the attacks into the Vanguard. Make him get rid of those restanders. The more restanders you get rid of, especially with your opponent's hand size being that low, the better your chances of, you know, doing better stuff is going to be. That's at least how I might do it.
PG to order them.
Yeah, that's funny. Sadly, you can't get it. Not this deck.
Micro.
So Eva's more likely getting 5k, make her a 28k Vanguard, which means she's gonna be a 33 when she activates her ability, which is just fucking awesome. Alright, patterns of attacks. I honestly do believe, not boosted, that rear guard should but then it's only 20k. I feel like boosted needs to swing into the grade 2. Because that then makes him waste a 20 shield out of hand.
Card. Energy blast 3. Draw. Guard. 33.
Or does that. Doesn't have any more energy for those cards, and I think he did drive check one more anyway. Obsca Daddy. God, where did that come from?
5. It's 5.
Yep. No guard.
I'll ask Gunnar to see if... I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Critical. Vanguard.
So, no guard in the Vanguard means that this is going to be 2 damage Vanguard, and then bumping that Obscade as much power as possible to, you know,
Second damage. No trigger.
kill, because Peter's at 4.
Okay, this will attack you for 48 to crit.
So, I would love to share the deck list, but we are still in tournament, which means he might still... Oh, I don't need this up here anymore. He might still want to keep his deck list somewhat secret. With enough plays, you figure it out what it is. But
38. 43.
we'll see. I'll ask Gunnar later.
53.
Yeah.
Look at that hand go, because he wants to live.
Attack for 38.
Now, unfortunately, this is Vanguard. Like, while Peter just used a shit ton of cards out of hand and has barely any cards in hand left to do shit with, Gunnar is at 3. One misplaced OT just fucking ends the game, which is a little bit annoying on Vanguard's side. But
Discard.
let's hope that doesn't happen.
Stride Mukuro.
Yep.
Dominate Obscadade. Swing at Vanguard.
Mukuro is a good stride here because that means you're getting 2 cards off of the drive check that you can potentially use, and then 3 cards, yada yada yada.
I'm gonna call out Asperidia.
4 attacks.
Yep.
5 attacks on the board. This is gonna be a turn.
Obfuscate, swing at Vanguard.
I feel like you need to guard this.
Guard with 15.
Yeah. I feel like you really need to guard this.
For 18 to 15, or 18 to 17.
That works. That might work.
18 to 17. I will just set for 1 to pass.
Because he has to be forced to put the power on the Vanguard to get rid of it.
No trigger.
No triggers, that's good. And a deck card with a grade 4.
I'm gonna go 23 at Vanguard.
15k shield. I feel like you 15 card this, you guard the other one, you perfect guard the Vanguard, and see what the drive checks bring. Granted, but then when the drive checks bring, it could be very sucky.
Swing at Vanguard for 35. 35.
That's the problem with 5 attack decks. Like, there's no right choice.
With the paralyze.
That's
Vanguard.
sad.
Soul Blast 2. Scan these both. This is 38.
Perfect guard. The more likely perfect guard's falling here. Because you got 4 cards in order zone, which... There you go.
Flip.
That's not the best ditch, but sometimes you have to.
Did you flip?
First,
That's what I was afraid of. Good news,
draw.
he's not getting his next attack.
100 million goes to Asperidia. Second, crit power.
That sucks. So, Unner needs another PG in hand now.
100 million with a crit.
He's got it. It sucks having to waste a PG for something like that. Good news here, though, is Peter did heal, but he healed down to 4.
Simple. 35, 45 at Vanguard.
Big number. 50, 63. No, 53.
Last turn.
Oh, damn that OT. You think the deck fins a shit ton would hit the OT sooner than the deck that triple drives? Nope. Triple drive. Actually, Chernobyl technically did the 5 drive checks, so the chances of hitting OT were a lot higher. Alright, we know there's a combine and drop, so if Unner plays an order, he's got basically a board.
Play. Research lab.
Hopefully he sees his grade 1 monster to put another research at the bottom of the deck. That would be the best outcome.
For second.
I need to stop calling this shit. I need to start calling it more. Watch, winner's gonna hit the OT now.
I go 2-1-3.
2, 3.
Because I also called Peter's OT technically. I was like, well, an OT can just suck everything up.
First this. Back to deck.
Putting poison back, which good consistency. Like, if there's no more orders, there's no more orders.
Soul
Like,
Blast
yeah.
3. Draw 1.
The Soul Blast 3 draw 1 is nice.
Then Energy Blast for Immigra.
Getting Immigra on the board, more than likely putting that same Immigra into Soul, because you want potentially Combine Rusher on the front.
Combine Rusher gets caught here.
Immigra or Immigra. Valid.
There, I think.
Too bad you can't chain them. Too bad you have to call both at the same time. If you could call one, then call the other, and use one.
It's better.
He's making a better number board, basically. Because he's going to use the one that's not boosted to keep the one that has a 10k, yada yada yada.
Counter Blast for Combine Rusher.
Looking at
Counter Blast for Ava.
top 5 now.
5.
I feel like that is a funny strat for Eva, trying to get as many orders and orders on as possible, deck from yourself to the low cards in deck, and then use the skill, look at top 5 and go, okay, this is my deck, I'm going to stack it now, thank you. Going for get that poison he put back, and potentially another order. If there's any orders left, he's ditched the blue, he's added, no, there's no more orders left in deck. He's not running the grade 2 order, he's only running 2 of the monster order, he's running 4 of the blue and 1 of the protect one. So he's seen all orders, so he might not have an order to play next turn. Luckily, he does have an Immigra on the board. However, Peter is smart about it. He might have been counting the cards the same as we did, and might get rid of that Immigra, so this is going to be very interesting. I do also think like Peter is in danger here, very much. And I do believe Combine needs to swing into the grade 2. Because depending on how many triggers you have in deck, Peter has to gamble on potentially taking the Vanguard at 4. Because if the Combine swings into Vanguard, he's taking the attack. He's hoping for a defensive. He's going to take the free hit, because everything else has potential to be double crit.
Yeah, those 2 at order zone. Rest 2 orders.
Man, Runner's almost there to do the blue research Soul Blast 1 twice. That'd be funny.
Yep.
I heard a pink. Who knows? My phone is blowing up. No clue why. Maybe something important. It is nothing important.
30k to Vanguard.
30. I will intercept. Guard.
He's-
Guard.
Okay.
He's guarding it?
Cards left in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Ava will swing.
I thought he'd take this.
About 3.
I'm gonna ask him.
No guard.
5. That's 5.
He's banking the Vanguard doesn't hit any triggers.
2.
Like that.
Vanguard.
Well, against Eva, that's a bad bet.
Here. Second check. Critical.
Die.
I don't have enough heals. Oh. That's my last heal.
I see.
Jesus Christ.
That was some trigger fest.
I'll go second this time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna jump in. They're already deciding. They're already deciding who goes first, who goes second, and Peter is deciding to go second. So he's gonna draw from going second, draw from crest, and get a dry check. So he's gonna plus his hand really decently. But like I was mentioning at the beginning of game 2, Unner has the upper
Like top decking cyclers. I'm like, please,
upper
please,
hands in a sense
I
that
need to draw cards.
he will be swinging with potential 2 double crit units, potential 2 double crit units into Peter's grade
So
2.
what is it, my opening
that just
hand
sucks.
before Mulligan was Obro, 3 triggers and a PG. I'm like, okay, 5 back. And I get 4 PGs and an Obro.
I guess
Oh,
I'm not editing tonight.
okay.
This is too good. This is too good to miss.
And an Obro. I'm like, oh.
This
well,
game is clutch.
guess
many
I'm
people
not
are
calling
watching, maybe?
anything for a while.
26. Huzzah! Hopefully you guys think I'm saying smart things and not being an idiot. Granted, most people probably think I'm an idiot, so that's fine. Yeah. Alrighty. So Peter's now going second, Unner's going first. Means that Unner's whole immigrant play only is really viable on turn. This looks fun, and how do I join? This is called VPL, Vanguard Premier League. It's a
I'll put 3 back.
9-week tournament comprised of 9 teams. 9 teams? 8 teams? 8 teams?
Alright,
9
go
teams?
3, 2, 1.
9 teams? 8 teams?
3, 2, 1.
10 teams? I don't know. It's comprised of teams, plays throughout weeks. Each team has 15 players and 1 captain on it, so 15 players with the captain included. And it's basically a round robin. And now we're in the semifinals, so our team managed to get to top 4. Yes, I am the captain of the team. Yes, my team's called Top Deck Sidekick. Huzzah. Hunter's on my team, Peter's on the opposing team. And it's just a fun time. It's basically like 9 to 11 weeks of just good Vanguard tournament style, yada yada yada. This season is ending because we are in the semifinals, which means if you want to join, wait until the next season happens. When that happens is going to be up to Yellow Card. He is running this tournament, so when the next season happens, you can join in. You can potentially get scouted, and then play in the tournament for 9 weeks.
Final shot.
A Combine Rusher discard basically tells Peter, you want to give me a CB? Give me a CB. I'll use it, and I'm going to hit you with it. That is a good ditch. Now if I can see the monster on the top 5, we're gaming. Eva doesn't have too much fears plopping its hand down because it's not going to plop that much hand down. If Peter gives Unner 1 CB
Go 1, 2, 3.
and Unner sees the promo, that's 2 cards on board just because he's riding up. Because the Vanguard's going to find him the order.
Yep.
He's going to use the Counterblast energy to call 2 rear guards, which means he just needs to call 1 more card out of hand. He's got it.
Pretty nice. To hand. And to drop.
Fucking got it. And deck fin 2. Peter's in danger!
Yeah, and then I will pass.
Alright.
Like I said, the good news for Peter here, going second, you're drawing for going second, you're drawing for crest, and you're dry checking. So you're plussing 3 cards and minusing 1. If he discards the correct card, he's even plussing back from the cycles more likely that he might have.
I'll discard Furai.
He doesn't. Discarding Furride, though, means that his hand is very interesting.
Call Shenri.
Shenri's good.
Go 21.
Shenri's an easy, my Vanguard's probably going to hit
No trigger.
while I'm still going to plus. But like I said,
Alright, go Soul.
Never mind.
Discard, pass turn.
I guess no Combine Rusher. At least the Immigrant is going to come back.
And you touch 3.
Well, we were hoping to see an offensive OT with the amount of deck finning Hunter does with Eva, but you know what? Taking a defensive OT, staying at 0 damage, plus a card to hand, don't take a damage. I guess it's a win-win.
Discard another Immigrant.
He's only got enough energy for one of them, sadly, but that's still an extra attacker from one of them. Oh, he's got the grade 1 research in hand. That's what that play means.
Go 1, 2, 3.
So we're going to see the grade 1 research hit the order zone now.
Yep.
Yeah, even Peter is like, you searched a grade 3? That means you have the grade 1, don't you? And he finds a PG. Huzzah. There's not many decks.
You won't need it. You won't need it.
Okay, I'm going to rephrase that. There's only one deck using that order that wants to send the PG to drop, and that's Archite. And that's even a maybe. That's even a maybe. Ironically, there's currently 3 decks in the game that use that grade 1 research. Archite, obviously, because it's made for her. Eva, because of the promo. And Bat because it's just good. Easy damage with no cards out of hand. Huzzah. One more CB would have put a Combine Rusher on board, so he could have gone either wide or made a column that even a trigger could hit.
OT to hit.
Oh no.
Immigrant.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna charge 3 scan draw. I'm gonna discard Asperadia. Ride.
discard 2 of his restanders.
10.
No god.
Oh, it just takes this. He can use the CB.
Check. Crit.
Pass turn.
So he doesn't combine here because he more likely is going to use the counterblast for Eva. I will say there potentially exists a world. No, there does not exist a world. Never mind. Ignore me.
Can't use that. I need to write up first. Right. 3.
Hunter got a little bit ahead of himself. He needs to be on grade 3 first. Now, by going to grade 3, he is allowing Peter to stride right away. There would have been a world where you just don't. Honestly, with what he potentially knew he had in hand, he could have gone for the grade 1 research that protects obfuscates, stayed on grade 2, played it, called in the combine, and just, you know, had a fun time grade 2 gaming, because he hit the OT, he only took 1 damage. He could have potentially put himself in a position where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna still hit you and have still good cards in hand, and you're not gonna be able to stride right away. That could have been a world. I still agree with this though. It's like, let me put that obfuscate in. Let me put that obfuscate on the board with a double crit, and you know, push and damage and threat. Because Peter's more likely taking a lot of damage here.
Check top 3.
He's more likely just eating a lot of stuff here because it's like he's at 0. Why would he try to guard? So, he would need CB for skills. He doesn't want to waste hand because later the attacks might go. He might guard a couple of them to stay low. We'll see. Biggest thing whenever stuff like this happens is what you have in hand usually dictates what attacks you take, what your game plan is going to be, yada yada yada. If you have a decently defensive hand, that means you don't have a lot of offensive pieces. You want to might not try using that defense early because later attacks might get bigger, so you want to tank those into free damage, which is not going to matter for shield, and potentially try to find pieces. But if you have a heavy piece reliant hand, you don't want to waste it, and so you're going to take more damage, but that means you're going to have a good clapback because you can use all the cards that use the resources, yada yada yada, so forth and so forth.
So blast the micro.
A mustache is growing, and a part of me wants to trim it because it's getting annoying, and a part of me just wants to potentially leave it and see how I look with a more fuller mustache. It's late. I'm talking nonsense, aren't I? My brain's starting to say words that are just coming to mind that have nothing to do with Vanguard. 10k attack is only a 5k guard. Peter's got energy. If he's got the cycler, it's not only a guard but also potential draw. So depending on what he's got in hand. That's a 3rd restander we've seen him use. Undergoing for deck this time, trying to deck fin more. He's not seeing any in drop. Not because he's, you know, not because he wants to deck fin, not because he does not see any in drop.
It should be at 6 energy, correct?
Oh, yes, you're right. I am at 6 energy.
Yeah, Peter's never used a cycler yet, so he should be at 6 energy.
One, two, three.
So this is an 18k Eva.
It's a combo. Immigra.
No trigger, sadly. Hey, ladder. Bye.
20 Vanguard.
Again, double crit first. Push for that damage. Because if he hits a defensive on this one, it's easier to guard.
Power, I do heal.
Exactly.
38 to crit.
He's going to guard us. There we go. I honestly believe whenever people are this low in damage, I know hitting a defensive sucks, but pushing for damage is a lot more threatening than trying to keep, you know, nudge them to that damage.
Then I'm going to Energy Blast 3, remove Wardorn, get Blue Orbis back, discard Blue Orbis, ride, draw, dominate your grade 3 Obfuscate, and swing at Vanguard for 22.
The good news here is that Lunner is at low damage. Another good news is that Peter has been using a decent amount of his hand.
Right. Counter Blast 1, dies afterwards. 22 at Vanguard.
Yeah, use the interceptor. If a trigger got hit, he was probably gonna swing at the grade
Right.
2.
Go. Swing at Vanguard.
4 attacks only on the board, which is the good
That
news.
Currently 25.
There's a 15k guard.
15.
Swing at Vanguard.
I think you take this one.
This is 33 at Vanguard.
I think you take this one. I want to save this.
First, second, third. No trigger.
Yay!
Damage.
And only 5ks.
No trigger.
Damn, that's a PG.
We will guard with Migra.
Swing at Vanguard for 25.
Guard with 15.
Alright,
Cool.
pass turn.
So Honor only took 2 damage, which is good. Stayed him 3.
Stand and drop.
There's a good chance he might hit a heal here with all the deck thinning. He's got a Persona Ride turn. There's a chance he might hit an Obfuscate. We've only seen 1 hit damage and 1 hit drop. So we know there's 2 grade 3 Obfuscates potentially left in deck. This is going to be a clutch game. I can really feel it. This is definitely going to be a very clutch game. We know Honor's got an order. He's going to get an MEMEBR. He's got all the Eva plays ready. He's just trying to figure out which is his best move. Because there's a decent amount of annoying stuff on the board. Double crits! So there's going to be 2 double crit swings, potentially 3 double crit swings because the Vanguard's going to swing and they might be hitting triggers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Peter only has 9 cards in hand. He is only at 1 damage, so he can tank a couple of those attacks, especially the first one that's going to swing. So Combine Rusher is probably going to come from drop. Another Immigrant is going to probably come from drop. Just 3 cards to board. Like it's 1 card out of hand for 3 cards to board, and then Immigrant is going to go into Soul, and it's going to get 2 cards out of deck and Persona Ride. So you're basically netting 0 cards in hand. You've used an order, so you -1 to make 3 cards on board. 1 of them is going to go into Soul, ride your right thing, and Persona Ride, so plus a card back. So you've not used any cards in your hand, and you've made a board. So you're plussing 1 from Eva now on top of that. So overall, you plus 3 just by starting your turn. Your hand size doesn't go down unless you call units. And you just plus 3 naturally because of doing effects. Eva. Jesus Christ. He is. I don't know. I think my Discord's lagging. So, Honor's acting Persona Ride, which means we got some really good numbers on the board. And we know 2 of the attacks are already going to be double crit. He's going to call another Obfuscate and he's going to have a crit. Already has an Obfuscate on the board that has a crit. So, more likely Peter's going to take the first attack, probably take the Vanguard, and then hope to guard the other Obfuscates, I think. He might also try to guard the Vanguard because the Vanguard might be a smaller number than both of the Obfuscates that are going to be coming out. Funnily. No. Yeah, the Vanguard's going to be a smaller number than both of the Obfuscates coming out. By 5k. Or 10k. By 10k, yeah. So, Soul Blasting a Poison, putting him in the drop.
5k.
And 5k is either going to go to Vanguard or the Obfuscate. If it goes to Obfuscate, that becomes a 38 boosted by 10, 48 column. There we go. Because Eva is a 28. 28 is a magic number. 33 is potentially a better magic number, but that already comes into territories of perfect guards for Vanguards because it's like, okay, you hit 2 triggers, you go to potentially 48 to 53. That's not too much shield. I'm just going to perfect guard. So use the monster, Soul Blasted all that fucking soul, drew an extra card. Oh no. It's fine. There's an Immigrant on board. There's and even if he kills it, it's gonna come back because you're gonna play an order. You got 1 in circulation, there's another 1 in soul, you're fine. Hell, if he drive checks the Blitz order or has the Blitz order, he can just Soul Blast the 1 that's in soul. Okay, Peter's guarding this, so he's probably going to take a double critical here or there. And he's probably going to take the Vanguard right now, honestly.
Out. To upgrade.
Yep. No guard.
Under going for the grade 2 to get clear the board. Because
No trigger. PG.
PG's nice.
Check. No trigger.
No trigger's nice.
Okay.
Clear the board first is the correct move here, though. Don't let him use those intercepts.
I'll take this one.
38. 38, sorry.
I'll take this one.
And then double crit to potentially put into 5, which more than likely
This
Peter's
one
going to card
48
this.
to crit.
Guard with OT.
Hey, OT's out!
And
We are in OT-less game now,
3.
which means a lot of stuff can be a little bit better calculated. I feel like this is in Under's favor now. Because, like I said before, Shiranui, if going into Oboro, has 5 drive checks, that's a higher likelihood to hit the OT, even in a deck that doesn't deck fin that much.
And Oboro.
Okay.
We get the Oboro back.
No, you don't.
I don't think that's
That
possible
does not work.
because it
Oh.
needs to be in drop zone. At the
Yeah,
moment.
that does not
It's happening
trigger.
all the
It
time.
needs
That
to
does
be
not
in
work.
to see it.
I won't discard Oboro. I will discard Ford and Robertus then.
Forward and reverse.
So those two.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to.
So he's
dominate
going into
Crit,
Genkai.
dominate, Swing at Vanguard.
I will intercept.
Yeah, I think Under can't try to hope for defensive here. He needs to keep that low damage for the other swings.
Swing at Vanguard again.
And I do think he needs to take one of the swings that's going to be happening before Vanguard swing. Because triple drive means potentially hitting heals going down back to 2. So Under needs to go to 4 damage, I think.
5 Soul Charge. Counterblast. I'm gonna call out Henry.
Chandra coming out?
Gonna
Alright.
call Furai.
Yeah. So he's definitely...
Let's go.
I,
This is
I think he
35.
needs to take the Furai as much as it's not good being that high damage in a dominate turn, in a 4 attack turn. But triple driving can potentially hit a heal, and then Peter goes back to down to 2. 2 damage is very annoying, yada yada yada.
Take this.
Yeah, there we go. Prevent him from healing. And get a defensive on top of that.
Vanguard,
Win-win.
Soul Blast Wardorn. Stand Furai. This is 43.
Perfect guarding this. We know he has one from the drive check. There's no OT, so you can potentially calculate numbers, but perfect guard just is a lot less cards out of hand than trying to guard with actual shield values.
First, second, all to forward, third.
No heals, but if heals happen, you know.
48 with crit at Vanguard.
48 crit, needs to get to 53. He's got enough orders. He's got the blitz order. He's easy.
I will use this.
There we go.
Soul Blast. Poison Paradise for 40k shields.
Poison Paradise Soul Blasting. Interesting. So that's only a 25 into a 23. So that's only a 5k guard from Under if he decides to swing with that.
Yeah, I'll swing at Vanguard for 35.
35. Oh yeah, another turn, so 15 shield.
Pass turn.
I forgot this was his second strike, so everything's getting 15k to the front.
Anti-charge.
A message got a message got retracted. What did you say? Alright, he's got a Immigrant on the board, so he's got access to poison. We know he put a poison to the bottom of the deck. Let's see first what we get off the top 5. Well, he's gonna hit another obscurity. I think there's only one more in circulation, if there is one more in circulation. A grade 2 obscurity here would be fucking banger. I'm calling this shit like it happens. So that grade 2 obscurity is gonna swing first, get rid of the board. The fact that Under can consistently get rid of the Shiranui board is a big plus. That means Shiranui constantly has to call units that have the restand ability from hand, minusing hand, calling more. Because the biggest thing Shiranui can hope from its opponent is, oh, you left my rear guards? Cool, they're just going to keep restanding. There we go. So unfortunately, you can't join the tournament at this time because we're already in semifinals, yada yada yada. But whenever the next season 2 happens, because this is only season 1 of this tournament, you can join. And then you just gotta get picked by one of 9 captains, 10 captains, however many fucking captains we are. Alright. Board's getting set up really nicely. Eva's ability, add a card to hand. Immigrant go into the soul to find poison in an order. If there's any, there's an order left in deck. I think there's no more poisons left in deck though. So, Hunter has to be really fucking careful here. Bright side is we know Peter has an Shiranui in hand. If Hunter can't cripple him or, you know, kill him here, we know Ober is striding next turn. So what do we got in hand, Hunter? What can we use? Just 1 perfect guard and drop. You've used 2 and 1 hit damage, which is the sad part. So there's only 1 perfect guard left in circulation, and I think 1 order left in circulation. When I say 1 order, I mean 1 blitz order.
Yeah. Rest those 2.
It is really fun. I've been having a blast.
Those 2 need to go, I guess. Yeah.
He's still got 1 promo in soul, so it's easy.
So last 1.
There we go. It's set up.
It's 5 here.
Hopefully he has something to put in front of that grade 1 monster for an attacker. You might just pull it up, honestly.
Combine Russia.
There we go. Yep. It's fucking combines. There we go. Set yourself up for next turn.
Back to the bottom of my deck.
So he's set up for next turn. I honestly think running that card as many as possible for consistency's sakes is really good. I agree with Hunter's list a lot more than the other lists I've seen. I like the fact grade 1 that gains like a shit ton of power for every some upgrades of your set orders, yada yada yada. But the power gains, like, people can just PG it. Consistency is what wins game. Consistently deck thinning, consistently doing Poison Eva is what wins games. I hope I didn't hear that right. That Hunter only has 5 cards in hand. Holy. I think Obscurate into front row is the right choice. By the same time, there we go.
38 to front row.
38 forces him to use a lot more cards out of hand to guard that. But now he's put it to 4. Which means literally going into grade 3 Obscurate with a crit. Drive checking 1 crit means that Peter cannot take any damage anymore. Without risking the biscuit.
No guard.
He's risking the biscuit. Come on.
Heal.
Oh, come on. I'll take a heal.
1 damage.
A crit will end it. Come on. Come on.
I guess. Then the power will
Power to Obscurate. Power to Obscurate. Force him to use a PG.
This will be 48 to crit.
48. I will discard.
So, good news. Honor is the 3. Bad news. More than likely we're seeing an Oboro turn.
Okay. I'll discard Blue Orvis.
And this will be 38 to make that.
43.
Yeah, your turn.
Good news. There's no restandards on the board. Bad news. He might draw into them off the Oboro Twin Drive.
Go into Book Row.
However, I don't think he has enough cards in Soul for too many restands.
Portal. Get this back.
He's getting basically cards in back for potential PGs, yada yada yada.
Vanguard for 22.
Yeah, you need to energy blast for green one.
Wait, so
Yeah, no free energy for you.
I will guard with 15.
Guarding these, taking the bigger hits is the right move here.
Yep.
Virtus. So Peter's hoping to see some good stuff out of Soul.
Sekie.
Oh, he's got another restander. There's going to be a 5 attack turn here. But he doesn't have enough cards in Soul for it.
Then I'm going to call down Urai.
Did I see that right? Yeah, I don't think he's got enough cards in Soul for it.
Obfuscated Vanguard for 22.
Guard this with a 15k, potential 10k if you have it.
Then Vanguard at Obfuscated.
1 pass.
this is a really good play because anything like that is going to be put on Peter's board. Oh, God, that sucks.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is going to be a sucky turn because I think Under is out of most PGs.
25, 35, 45.
Ah, this sucks.
35, 45, 55, 65. 65 with a crit, I think.
65 with a crit. Even he's got the blitz order. He's going to have to take one of these double crits. Sad to say, it's better to take the first one and hope for some defensives because this is going to suck regardless how you do it. Like, perfect scenario, if he's got perfect guard and as well as the blitz order, he can guard the double crits twice, take 2 attacks, and then has to guard 1 more attack, and that's it. That's perfect scenarios. Luckily, he kept the obfuscate, so he's got a 10k shield. There's the blitz order.
For 50 shields, I'm 63.
Then
5.
Yep.
There it goes. That guards
Cards
it.
in hand currently.
7.
7 cards in hand. Ooh.
Swing. Stand.
Yeah, he didn't have enough for 5
This
attacks.
is, let's see, 38,
I
48,
think you-
48 at Vanguard.
Oh god.
Yeah, you have to gamble here.
Crit power.
That sucks.
Front. Third.
That sucks.
Crit.
That sucks.
And
So Peter hit 5 triggers off top 5.
power to 3 damage.
Much. Okay.
And that's the last PG, so we know that he doesn't have PGs in hand. Ah, there we go.
GG.
Triggers, yay! The old classic OTs.
Thank God I had enough storage space to record that.
Holy shit, that was crit front,
Hour and a half
crit.
long ass match.
Yeah. If you had gone all power to the Combine Rusher, you would have won, by the way.
Oh no.
They were the same power, right? 38,
They were the
38?
same exact line.
Oh, wait. Never mind then. Never mind. I thought it was 5 bigger. For some
No,
reason.
they were 38 and 38.
Okay.
Can we acknowledge the crit front, crit?
Yeah.
So strong.
This one's right here. Dry as hell.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The secret buff to Shiranui going second no one knows about is that you will double crit. Nice meeting you, by the way.
Those were some pretty cool games.
Some long grinds. I always like the long grinds more than quick games, personally.
Me too.
Oh, you would have hated my games then.
Did they not go long?
I have 2 games during this whole tournament where I didn't even get to grade 3.
Oh. Whoopsies.
What can I do? Yellow cards get flipped.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright. Jumping out of that call. Coming to talk to you guys. That's unfortunate. I don't think. If the first crit got revealed off of Obero, I don't think Unner would have lived that turn regardless. He used his blitz order. He didn't have another PG because we saw his 4th PG hit damage. He had to use a PG for the overtrigger. For the overtrigger, no. Was it the overtrigger? No, that was the previous game. I think he might have had a perfect guard. I don't know. I should have probably asked him, but I don't know anymore. Anyway, I think the first crit was hard, potentially manageable. I feel like if Under thought that he could not live that turn, he wouldn't have guarded the first crit. So I think he had enough shield for that turn, especially with only 4 attacks being happening on the turn during battle phase of the Shiranui player, of Peter's turn. But the added crit front crit was like, okay, cool. You got this. Jesus Christ. It is what it is. You'd think Eva, who deck fins a shit ton, would eject more triggers. Nope. The sad part is, it is the part of the game of the luck of the, oh, my opponent just went crit front crit on his 5 drive checks, meanwhile I deck fin, and I only need 1 crit off of 2 drive checks to kill him because he said no guard. Yeah, sad. That do be the game though. That do be how statistics, luck, and all that works. So, with that, looking at the score, with that, unfortunately, we're trailing behind 2-3. So now we need 4 victories still to win. And we have 1, 2... Wait, huh? Oh, it's 9. It's 9. It's out of 9. That was 5 games out of 9. So you need a score of 5 to win. We need 3 wins. They only need 2. And we have 5 games left. 4 games left. 5 and 4. Man, I'm bad at math for some reason. I think I'm tired. Okay, so where is it? Yeah. So under lost, we have 4 games left. Because that will put us score to 2-3. That'll put us to 5 games. 4 games more to go. We need to win 3 of those games. They only need to win 2 of those games. So it's up to Remain. No. Wait a minute. I think we're 3-3. Wait, did we ever report? Did we ever actually report? Oh, we actually never reported, did we? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Whoops. I don't see my name tag, so I don't think we reported. So yeah, Remain played yesterday. Yeah, we haven't reported yet. Whoops. So me. W against B. Man, I forgot who I played against. Exact name, exact Discord. Exceed. Because there's a lot of BBs for some reason. Who knows? Where the fuck result? There, BB Exceed L with my go. I forgot to submit that. Yeah. So with that, if I go back to the team chat. Sorry, type into team. Oh. So, with Honor's loss and my win, we're actually 3-3. I think we're 3-3. Whoever wins the next 2 out of 3 games will go up to the finals. So it's up to... What? No, wait, what? My brain's breaking again. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shouldn't we have one more? No, we were 2. Wait, what? Now I'm confused. I need to go to the official thing now. Let's see here. Official. Man, my mustache is itching today. Alright, on the official thing. The standings are not important anymore. Playoffs are ours. So, Remain won, Barry lost. Right? Right. Remain won, Barry lost. I won, Belpfizer lost. So, I won and Belpfizer lost. Unner lost right now. So our score is 2-3. So we need to win 3 more games out of 4. So it's up to Yuta, Hugh, Trey, and Vincent now. We're talking now in the chat. Unner didn't realize he had only 2 cards in soul left, so it's one of those things like I, for example, learned that some with remotes you always have to ask. There we go. It's hard to say. I'm gonna say the. There you go. I'm asking a couple questions. Honestly, I'm gonna talk to my team. No, I don't want to exit OBS. Why are you asking me if I want to exit out of OBS? What the fuck are you doing? The fuck you doing? Anywho. Yeah, my camera's lagging because I'm doing a lot of shit. And I forgot to reset the stream FPS to 30 frames instead of 60 frames. So I'm doing better quality, but it's lagging definitely. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. That was a good game. Thank you very so much for watching. We're currently 2-3. It's not over yet. We need to win 3 out of the 4 games left, which is doable. We got a good lineup coming. We got Vincent, we got Trey, we got Hugh, we got... Man, I need to remember names better. We got Vincent, we got Trey, we got Hugh, and we got Ryuta. We got good heavy hitters on our team that can actually prove themselves really well. So it's not over yet. So we'll see how that goes. Keep you guys updated. Thank you very so much for watching this stream that I did not know was going to stream today until this long. I'll take those happy accidents, and let's cross our fingers. Let's keep this going. I believe in my team. Let's do this. And with all that being said, I'm going to end the stream here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, boy.